Hello, everyone, and welcome to Butts Left of Us, the D&D podcast, where we are entirely serious at all times, and nothing witty or clever or deep ever happens involving silly things like butts. I am your very prominent and serious host, Jaycorn. I'm right up there with the other DMs, everybody. You won't get this sort of content from anyone else, right?
Matt Mercer doesn't even have a butt.
It's true.
Canonically.
Yeah,
Prove me wrong, Matt. Prove me wrong.
Which reminds me, alongside of our other fundraiser today, we are raising money for Matt Mercer to get a butt. I will at first be sending him this for the time being, so he has something. Speaking of which, we are actually running a proper fundraiser. We are still running our fundraiser for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. We are getting close to that $1,000 marker. Whatever happens by the end of today, we are closing it out and sending the money to the PCRF so that they get something. This is probably some of the worst we've ever seen going on out there, and they really could use the help. So we're going to see if we can get as far as we can, and then by the end of today, we will close it out, and then we'll see what happens after that. I want to thank everybody also for helping out this whole time with our fundraiser. It's been going on for about 3 months now, and about 3 months, and we've been doing great. So I want to thank everybody for that. Let's see here. What else should we do? We got our mods in chat. We got Slyfox and we've got Sam. Pronouns in my bio. They will both be helping keeping us safe. They've got their own little bits and bobs that hopefully they'll be flashing up on the screen real quick. And so you should go and see their stuff. They're both creators as well, and fairly good ones too. You should definitely go and check out their individual stuff. We'll be shouting them out again by the end of the stream, so don't go anywhere on that one. Speaking of which, at the end of the stream, after we're done playing today, we do a little bit of a couch session where we talk about what happened in the episode. Certainly, very few butt-related questions this time around, I bet. So if you have any questions regarding like what happened or maybe previous episodes or something like that, hold it until the end of the stream maybe, and then you can ask us directly, and we can try to answer your questions as best as you can. If you have other functional questions about what's going on, you can of course ask the mods at any time, and they should be able to answer. All questions are butt related if you're brave enough. Absolutely. See, Sam knows where it's at. Let's see here. Anything else? Am I missing anything else? Except for the recap? Probably not. I think
we got a bunch of gifted memberships a little while ago.
Oh, congrats! Who did that? Hold on.
Right when we started.
Did we? I don't get any alerts for that. That's strange.
Well, it looks like Fire Drake McThigh.
Fire Drake McPhee?
20
Drake, buddy.
memberships.
Handing out the memberships. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I got off my ass and I fixed that. So now we're actually getting money from YouTube.
It only took a little bit of threatening from me.
It was a light amount of threatening to get over my ADHD procrastination. Yeah.
Light, he says.
She elbow dropped me from Texas. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the map, everybody, where I will do the recap. Oh, last episode on D&D. Jared coming in with $90. Thank you so much, Jared, for the PCRF. I appreciate it. Med math with 100, not to be outdone. Listen, you two are sprinting to the end zone here. All right, let's quickly zoom out a little bit here. We have been in this map for a bit, and sorry it's a little dark because you are underground and it is poorly lit. But the party started out in a laboratory surrounded by mushroom samples and all this other stuff. Rathgirther had just had another breakthrough vision, and Tim Tam had put together that this is the laboratory of somebody who was like taking extra universal copies of himself and like trying to find the perfect specimen for something. You're not sure what. And the dragon had been living here for quite some time. Other than that, it was some sort of like ancient laboratory for magic. Like there were some things testing spells that have been codified for a few generations now. So this has been this thing has been here for quite a bit. And then there was a small altercation in the middle here, and not like a physical altercation, but more like a, hey, why are we this weird? Where the party needed a door to be opened, and so Vernon opened the door by licking it, and it melted part of the door, as it does. And then when informed that humans can't do that, it suddenly stopped working. And then Maldorus was worried about their new mushroom crown accoutrement, and it was discovered that Vernon could just speak to the mushroom crown, and so found that it was a lost and lonely part of a greater whole, and so got it to sort of detach with the offer of food, and that food was Vernon's hand, to which Emery promptly lost it, frankly. And
Rightfully
honestly,
so.
yeah, honestly, who of us wouldn't?
Vernon didn't, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it was okay. Vernon very quickly grew back the hand. It was a funny little tiny cartoon baby hand for a bit, but it was nonetheless very funny. And then, honestly, after a few seconds of remarking about how interesting this party is, everyone kind of went around and through and came to the final chamber, where they were finally confronted with their arch nemesis, the one who's been tracking them since the very beginning. Yeah, that's right, Eli Fumblecrumb, from, you don't remember, I was from the Chew, that you foiled my plan. I was taken away to jail, and then I got some good advice about how to be better, and so I did. I went out and I found a powerful artifact that it allowed me to make a pact with this dragon. And that is where you guys are currently, facing down a formidable former foe who you all definitely remembered, and the little gnome riding on top of him.
Who are you?
You're not serious. I memorized each of your names. I carved your likenesses into my cell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Were
He's a
you one of
fan,
the
then?
ghosts? Because I couldn't see the ghosts.
Ghosts? What are you? No, I was the gnome that was a master prank. I do the little drawings on the window.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I think I remember, Rathgurther. Do you remember when you ate that handful of flour?
Could you be more specific? I did that a few times.
We were on the brand new invention, the chew, remember?
Mm,
We kept dying over and over again.
I remember something about a Jew.
Bless you.
How long has this campaign been going?
This is our third year. We just
Okay.
got the 2-year mark recently. Yeah.
How is this the first time that joke has been made? That's incredible.
oh,
If
I've
it
made
is
that joke
not-
plenty of times off stream, but
Yes. Well, it doesn't count unless the fans hear it.
oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, no,
So,
Shark, I have no idea who you are. Does anybody? I'm like looking at the other party members. Like, did anybody know who this guy is?
Like, Eli kind of like looks over at Tim imploringly, like, you're the only other. No, please, you have to remember. Like,
Yeah, of course I remember you.
oh, thank God.
Wait, Emery, you're saying you don't remember him because he's short?
No,
All the
I
other
don't.
races always do this. Every gnome looks alike, they
They
say.
think I'm a child.
But you're clearly an adult woman,
Right. Wild.
right?
I didn't forget
know.
him because he's short. I just don't know
Like,
who the hell he is.
I'm 23.
I'm older than you. That's
I
really
know.
funny.
Clearly. That's why
Wait,
I like.
so you're just like a kid.
Well, like I'm a teenager-ish, for us.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you're still I mean, I remember my 20s and they were I was
Wild.
living by myself in a
Oh,
tower.
that sounds cool.
Yeah.
You got a whole tower.
Uh-huh.
I had this little I had a hole in the ground I had dug, and that's where I got all my jobs. They sent it to me. I dug a hole in the ground. I put a. You know what? This is getting in the way of my revenge plot. I am here to do things, horrible things to you with my friend who's a dragon.
Why?
Well, because you ruined my life. I went to jail. That was the
No, you
whole
went
premise.
to jail because you did bad things.
I did super cool things, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
I don't mean to be that person, but you don't seem that cool.
I'm wearing a cursed artifact on my head. I'm riding a dragon.
Yeah, but he's, that dragon is also kind of a nerd.
That's uncalled for.
I'm sure you have other good qualities. I'm not, it's just important to be aware of yourself. Perhaps maybe you're more of a science dragon than a magic dragon.
Hey, why do you say that like they're two different things?
Science is separate from magic, isn't it?
I do magic science or science magic, depending on how you want to look at it. But that's like what I do. Like Sparks. Sparks was made with science, but then like also magic.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on with Sparks that even you're not really sure of, though. I feel like
I'm
some magic got in there.
to figure myself out.
Yeah. See?
Hey, Fumblecrum, are you good with like machines and stuff?
I mean, did you not see my other amazing works? That crown of invisibility that I use on the trade, the wand of duplication. Sure, it had its kinks. It had some troubles, but I was gonna work it out.
Do you want to come look at my dog that I made?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh yes, my best skill.
Come on, Tim
Low,
Timothy.
it's a bit of a low bar.
That's a 12 minus 3 for a 9.
Well,
Is the bar that low?
I'm going
Cool
to
dog.
check. How about this? I'm going to check.
Very promising.
Because, listen, he's very mad at you, but he's also a little stupid. This is.
Can I? Well, no, never mind.
He looks very tempted. I will say that.
I would like to pull out the wand of duplication and the circlet of invisibility.
Like you still have my stuff.
Of course. I wasn't gonna like get rid of it.
But like, I don't know. Have you used it? Do you have any notes? Do you?
Oh, I definitely have some notes on the wand. I'm a little bit afraid to use it. But the circlet is like super cool, and I've used it a couple times, and it's like super nice.
See, look, that worked flawlessly. That was one of my finest inventions. The first one that I made of that, we still haven't found the test subject, but I'm sure they're around somewhere.
Do you listen? I don't know that we want to like fight you guys, because I don't know about you all, but like I'm kind of tired.
Yes, and it doesn't really feel, fair.
That's true. We would
That's
probably
true.
kick your butts.
I am on a drag.
No
Wait,
pun
hey,
intended,
whoa, hold on.
Get the butt.
There is multiple butts in this communication. Yeah, no, I got it. That was good, actually.
I don't get it.
Well, because people have butts, but also his crown has a butt.
And
So there's
then
like lots of butts.
you see Rathgurther just kind of get like her eyes just kind of open, and she looks at you and she looks at him, and she is just laughing uproariously. That's the funniest joke she's ever heard.
So yeah,
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah. Is that
Holy shit! You should be a bard.
Gnomes are the
Really?
I've
funniest.
been saying we should start a band.
Oh my gosh, we should. Oh, that is such a good idea. Hey, Fumblecrumb,
hey.
do you want to be in a band with us?
Okay. Are we kicking their asses or not?
Roll me another persuasion check. Listen, you're hitting all the right teenage markers for a gnome teenager. Okay, this is a band.
That's a 7.
It's a 7 minus 3.
No, it's a 10 minus 3 for a 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Be like, okay. Listen, this is unfocused. My big grad reveal was kind of already ruined a little bit, and in your time, I don't want to fight you guys at your kind of best. I want to fight you guys when when it's dramatic and big. You know, when people are gonna write stories about it, you know. Yes, the stories. I need something to my name, you know. Something big, something flashy. Exactly. Something flashy. So you know what? How about we set a date? And he like whips out like a pocket notebook and like a charcoal piece of stub. He goes like, I don't know, how does next month do for you guys? Like if I give you like a month to prepare, you know, does that sound right? Because then I could make like a whole. I bet you I could do like a whole fresh dungeon. Like this place I just kind of moved into like a goddamn hermit crab. I could figure something else out, you know?
Oh, are you sure it won't conflict with your busy social life?
I did. Listen, you think you're funny, but I don't have a social life. Okay?
Well, he showed me.
Yeah.
Don't think twice before running my mouth again.
Think of that emotional damage instead of the damage I was gonna do.
We kind of have other places to be, though. Can't we just like kick your ass now and get it over with?
Yeah, I'm kind of in favor of that. Gonna be honest. Was in favor of just talking shit out. And then you dragged us down here. And now I'm kind of pissed off. And a bunch of weird shit has happened since we came down here. And I'm kind of over it, if I'm being honest. So here's what I'm thinking. We work something out. We talk about this like reasonable people. So that you don't attack the village anymore and we do all that shit. We work out what we came here for. Or I take your fucking head back to the village as a trophy. Which one's it gonna be?
I wasn't attacking the village. Hey, were you attacking the village? Like a little bit. What did I tell you? What did I tell? That was just gonna bring in the wrong sort of attention. I did. Like, what if these aren't the only adventurers that are gonna come down here? Now we have to leave. Look. I just listen. Dragons pillage. Okay, that's the thing that I was gonna do. Okay, listen. We got the things to work out. I don't know. How about, like I said, we should raid check this. Obviously, I've got to talk to my partner, and we got to work something out because this is not working at the moment. You know.
Dude, what did you say your name was?
Eli.
Eli, could we speak to you alone?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. Hey, dragon, buddy. You got? Could you earmuffs for a second?
Dragons have ears?
I'm sure they have the like ear holes that like snakes have.
Yeah, sure. And he like gives you guys a look, and then he does this, and then Eli goes, Did he use a slur or something? Like he's young, he's real young. Are you guys? Because I could talk to him. Like
Bud, you seem like a good kid, but this guy, you're falling in with the bad crowd.
I don't know. He seemed just as inexperienced as I was, to be honest.
Yes, you do share this quality, but you and don't get me wrong, I'm very intimidated by you as my arch nemesis. You strike me as more of the mischievous evil type, like a trickster, like a
I d-
pan.
I
Uh,
do, yeah.
He
It's
strikes
true.
me as more of the sadistic, power-hungry evil kind, and that's not going to go well, bud, for you.
I did watch him practice pulling limbs off on a tree earlier. It was a little disturbing.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Right, it was a bit of a red flag. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I've seen it before, and like I said, there's the slur thing.
I know it's probably tough because you probably feel like without him, you're not going to be able to pose a meaningful threat to us.
Oh, the crown helps. I just kind of came across this dragon, and it was like a bonus,
Yeah, so you don't really need him at all, it sounds like.
That's true. I could probably beat all of you just on my own with this crap.
What does the crown do? Just from one like scientist, magic tinkerer to another.
Well, the immediate thing is I noticed I had a better looking bum. That was immediate. Like I put it on, bam.
This is better.
I mean, it will not harm me in the dating department. I will put it that way.
So I'm just trying to understand. Is it active now?
It is. Yeah. Just as soon as you put it on, bam. Caked
And
up.
I just kind of look at the party like, am I the crazy one here?
I'm just so done. I'm just like standing in the corner with my arms crossed, just seething, like metaphorical magic flames coming off my shoulders. I'm just like, I don't.
Didn't I already attack them?
I think you did. You threw a knife at them.
I think
Why
it
are we
missed
talking?
though, right?
Yeah,
No, it was Emery's spell that missed. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So I can teach you some squats and stuff if that's what you're going for, but
Sure.
Listen, gnomes naturally are flat. We're little and we're flat.
I know. That's why this is amazing. Sure.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
it is an improvement.
Yeah. I can cast stuff with this though. It's also like a magical thing, right?
that's
Can
great,
you
buddy.
turn around and show us? Maybe?
I mean, listen, not for nothing, but I'm not one to just show up. You're gonna have to like. Is this? Hang on, wait a second. Is this like
I mean, you're bragging, and
sure, but like
we don't know what you're talking about.
I kind of feel like we
need
should
proof.
go out on dinner at least once, and then I could put on my best clothing and we could like, yeah, it would.
Oh, I understand now. I see what's going on here.
Call me a little bit old fashioned, but I prefer to.
You've got a little bit of a crush on us. That's perfectly natural. I'm flattered. We're all a bit old for you. It's also strange for you to have a crush on a group of people.
He's too old for me.
What was that?
He's too young for me.
He's too old for me.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, yes.
I'm the youngest.
He's too
How old
alive
are
for
you?
Emery.
How old are you today?
I think I said I was 18.
Today is your
18?
18th birthday.
I don't know when
I
my
can't
birthday is.
attack you guys on your birthday. That's
Uh,
insane. Why would I do that? It's someone's birthday.
Point of order, it was established 2 episodes ago that it is. Eldridge.
That's true. That's right.
Oh yeah, right. We did. Is that the day that we decided? Is it like the day?
It's
today?
now. It's now.
Wait,
Okay.
Raptors, it's your birthday and you didn't even tell us?
No, we decided that it was their birthday.
Yeah.
Here,
yeah,
hold
we
on
had
a second. And
there
then
was like a
Vernon
whole-
takes out his claw and he starts to go for his other arm.
No.
Like here, have my other hand as a
Yeah.
birthday present.
Let's give Meldris a hand. Not like that.
No.
So Eli, are you like why are you doing what you're doing?
Well, I was gonna stay in prison, honestly, because like I couldn't. I was at rock bottom. I thought they had me, and then I was in prison. I was mad. I was like seething. I was like, oh well, one day when I get out, I'll do something. And then I was in prison. They were transferring me, and I was stuck in Red Larch. And then this person was coming by, and they were having a loud conversation. I was like, "Hey, shut the hell up!" And then they gave me some really good advice. They said, you could channel this elsewhere. You could be better, and that got me thinking. And so on my way back up north, I busted the hell out, and then I read a nursery rhyme about the butt crowd, and then I remembered all of you. I made sure to memorize your names and faces. I went and I actually found the damn thing. Could you believe it? I thought it didn't exist, and there it was, right where that old Rathgurther story said it was.
Where was that?
It was on the, well, it was near-ish the coast, just a little bit north of Red Larch. There was a tower. It was well, you know the story.
Yeah, well, of course.
I
we
was
know the
there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you were there. You
But, like-
killed the necromancer that had it.
Yeah, we
Well,
all know this story. Yes.
kill
we're all
it's complicated with
experts.
I mean, there
necromancers,
was
you
a
know how it
dead guy
is.
in there. I took it off the corpse, so.
I feel like if you're so good at, like, clearly you're like really good at, like, adventuring and, like, finding treasure and stuff. So, like, why are you so mad still?
It's the principle of the thing. You guys got me thrown in jail.
Well, you're not in jail anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Sounds like jail kind of did you a lot of good.
And I guess I did save that family on the way over to the butt crowd.
See?
I'm sorry. Could you elaborate on that part?
Well, there was a little like knoll attack, and I helped the families drive them off. Knolls are scared of illusion magic, as it turns out.
Have you given any thought to a career in adventuring?
I mean, no. I've been mostly thinking about revenge.
I'm just saying, it sounds kind of like you'd be good at it. And I'm trying to find a polite way to say this, but it doesn't seem like you're good at a lot of things.
I don't know. He's pretty good at making magic stuff.
Right?
Except the wand. The wand, I
The
think,
wand,
is
the wand does need work. Like the duplication was out of control. I don't
Yeah,
know
the
what would have
wand is
happened if you guys had come. Honestly, if you guys hadn't stopped me, like that train might have fucking destroyed itself with just the weight of all the extra gnomes.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. We did save your life.
It's true. That's true. I've got more to think about, as it turns out. I think I think like you see him just like shut up for like a whole minute, just sitting on top of this dragon, and the dragon's still like
I hate this dungeon and everything in it.
Oh,
I mean-
yeah, I guess, like, regardless of what happens with Eli, we do need to, like, figure out the dragon stuff, because we did sort of promise that town that we would do the dragon stuff.
I mean,
Yep.
okay, listen, as at least as a reprieve, I'm gonna take my dragon buddy out of here. I'm just gonna remove him from the situation. If he's ever going to improve, he can't still be here when there are people to terrorize. It's too much of a temptation for him. So I'm just gonna, if you guys are cool with it, I guess I'm just gonna leave.
Do you want some of your stuff back?
I mean, I wouldn't mind my prototype back so I could work on it. I mean, if the crown works, the crown works. I suppose you could keep that, but
Oh,
I don't.
thanks.
The one duplication is, it's gonna
Yeah.
do wonders. It's just.
I made some notes on it. And you can see she pulls out like an entire like a ream of paper of just like scribbled notes and like various suggestions and updates and fixes. And so she gives it this like stack of documents along with the wand. I mean, they're just like suggestions. Feel free to, whatever. It's just,
No, this is good. Like, I love figure 3A about the wand's reticulation. I mean, like, I didn't even think about how it recurses on itself like that. That's
Yeah,
wild.
I was gonna work on it myself, but then I accidentally gave my dog like life, and he's like
That's
real now. So yeah, there's like other, and also
that
like my
is the
friend
hazard.
licked the
Yep.
door and dissolved it. So like there's other
That's
stuff. There's like higher
that does
priorities.
sound like a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the moody one back there too. I mean,
Oh, she's actually like the most stable of all of us.
really?
Uh-huh.
Well, except for when
Really?
she turns into a monster and tries to kill us. But I mean, we all
yeah.
sort
All
of
right,
do
you
that,
don't
right?
have to. It wasn't on purpose.
forgot
All
about
I
right.
didn't say that it
Oh.
was. I'm just we're just talking.
You
So
know, if you
sensitive.
if you needed some like anger management tips, I did a lot after I got out of jail.
Flick him off with both hands.
Emery, do you want the butt crown?
Why would I want that ugly thing?
No,
I don't know. Maybe it'll help.
It looks
This
like
is-
he's got a testicle on his head.
Are you? What are you saying about Emery?
That maybe I think that if she had a better source of magic, it's not anything about butts. The butts, that doesn't matter to me. Like I said, gnomes are very flat, so that's not like a priority for us. But no, I just think that maybe like if you had something nice and special and magic, that maybe that would bring you some joy.
It's not gonna come from that ugly thing.
I mean, I can
mean,
also make you magic stuff.
also,
like
no,
that.
no offense, but the bike crown's mine. I found it. It's a big part of my kit right now. I don't know if you noticed. Also, it's very flattering. Like, look how it looks on my.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Can I chuck another dagger at him?
You want to? You could.
Specifically at the crown.
You want to go with the crown?
It's a small target.
It is a small target.
That's an 18 plus 7.
Let's go.
Yeah, you just ping it right off of his crown and go, ow! What the hell? You guys don't like it that much? Jeez. What the hell?
Has anyone ever told you talk too much?
Yes, actually. Okay, I don't know. If you folks
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. If you're gonna go, you go now before I change my mind.
I mean, the rest of
I
your
don't
party
care
seems
where
to
you
like
go.
me. I don't.
As long as it's not here.
Okay.
I like everyone. That it doesn't really reflect on you if I like you or not. That's like a me thing.
Right. Okay. And now my head hurts anyway. So like, and that was just you throwing something at my crown. What if you had that dagger and hit me? Like that would have sucked.
Exactly.
I don't. Like it's the reality of violence that's suddenly cluing me in here. You don't understand? This is.
There you go.
I'm going. I don't. You guys can probably get out the way you came, but I think there's also a chamber off to the side of the entrance that has some stuff magical in it. I never took a look at it. It just
Thanks
didn't
for the heads
seem,
up.
didn't
Can
interest
we
me.
insight
But
check him?
sure, if you want.
Is he,
I mean, you can't. I'm a good host. You can't come to my dungeon and not get something. You know what I mean? That's
It's
Is
not
it
your
your
dungeon.
dungeon?
it is now. What you get now?
Where the fuck is insight? No, that's a 9.
It's 9. No, I mean he seems like he's just kind of like scattered now. Like he was all focused, and then we started talking, and then he just kind of lost every ounce of that focus immediately.
I also rolled for insight, but I only got a 10, so
I do
Gotcha.
not feel that this character is difficult to read.
what?
Yeah, I feel like gnomes generally are like Pretty-
Generally pretty ADHD.
on the
yeah.
surface. Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, he and the dragon go, okay, so my way out of here is this crystal here, but it's only like gonna work once. That was what I rigged it for. So it was gonna be this whole big trap where I lured you down. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go. If I see you again, I don't know, let's have coffee or something. And then he touches the crystal, and they both shoomp out of there, and then the crystal does indeed like explode.
Nice
And
to meet you.
If you
First time.
right, if you had been close, that probably would have done some damage. You think? But
Oh,
How's that feel,
Sorry,
DM?
we ruined your fight, Jay.
no, you didn't ruin my fight at all.
My
If
urge
I
to stab
wanted-
them.
Right? If I wanted you guys to fight, there wouldn't have been a conversation.
Yeah, I do feel like the gnome wearing a butt crown was a slight tip off that he might have expected this to be a more comedic interaction.
You can have comedic fights.
Listen, I think I'm fairly adept at making comedic stuff seem deeper than it should be. I think.
I'm just saying, if it was going to be a comedic fight, there would have been a bunch of banana cream pies in the room.
Very true. Very true.
Fair.
This should have been just lined up, ready to go.
Next time.
I have notes now.
And then there's a counter that you have to start the fight before Rathgrither can eat them all.
yeah, and it uses the like the Mario Party soundtrack, just da, 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 da. Yeah, exactly.
That would be incredible.
And so passes the butt crown into myth and legend yet again. So you're all standing here looking at this empty fucking wet cavern with the bits of crystal still hanging in the air.
So this has been a very silly day.
I hate everything that happened here.
Yeah.
Emery,
I
is it-
leave.
do you want to like go find a monster to fight or something? I feel like you have a lot of like,
Kind
pent
of,
up.
but no, we shouldn't.
Yeah, but do you want to?
Oh, you can lop off my other arm or one of my other limbs.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
I'm just staring at Vernon like
You should
it's
do it.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but also maybe not a super bad idea.
Think about the science that we can do. Listen, we have to do experiments to figure out whether he can actually regrow all of his limbs. So you might as well.
Normally,
if
I'm
he
against
doesn't?
science, but in this case, it does seem
Violent
interesting.
science is good.
Yes.
Also,
Okay,
I
so
can
he-
breathe fire now.
Listen, listen, I would love to just fucking go ham on this asshole for a lot of reasons.
Which asshole, the dragon
Vernon?
or Vernon?
The butt crown already left.
I mean, Vernon, have we forgotten the whole he's involved with whatever cult killed me? Have we forgotten that? I'm still not over that. I'm still upset
I
about
actually
that.
did forget that. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, maybe, but he's helped you stay alive a lot since then, so
Thank you, Wrath.
maybe
Cursor. I
benefit of the
appreciate
doubt.
You want me to kick? I mean, I'm getting very mixed signals. Do you guys want me to lop one of his arms off or not?
Doesn't mean you can't be friends.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I think the two things are usually mutually exclusive.
Well, yes, usually, but in this case, they're not.
so do you? What?
Has
Vernon,
anything
do
that's
you want
happened in the
her
last
to-
few weeks seemed the usual to you?
I am just both hands on my forehead. Just, I'm gonna just like squat for just like a
Okay.
couple seconds.
She's in one of her little moods.
She's doing the double face palm.
Yeah, the double face palm on
Deep
like
breath.
deep to this like deep squat and just being like, calm the fuck down, calm the fuck down.
As soon as you are at his level, Sparks is going to rush over and give you a bunch of licks.
Okay, yeah.
And do the
dog.
thing where he like shoves his head under your arms to
Oh,
like
like
the anxiety dog thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
He's got like a slight like rumble to him, like constantly. And he's a little bit warm too. It's weird for a metal dog.
Okay, I don't
Yeah, it's not like
We should-
not like you'd expect from a metal dog.
Yeah.
like I said, I hate every single thing that has happened since we came down into this dungeon. So I'm hoping that maybe we get out of here as fast as possible.
Okay,
Except
grumpy
for the
ducks,
room with
let's
the magic
go.
stuff in it.
Oh yes, let's check that. Yes.
If you want to check for magic stuff, please just make it quicker. I'm going to get a migraine.
Okay. Well, then let's go.
I can dispense anti-pain medications.
Oh, cool. He's a drug
Wait.
dealer too.
Wait,
A
He's
different
not a
kind of drug dog.
He's a drug dealing dog.
Sparks
Sparks is like,
so
let's take
cool.
ibuprofen together.
Sparks might be cooler than Beyonce. I don't know. Because we got Sparks the drug dealing dog, and then we got Beyonce the smoking knoll. You know.
True. Yep. Well, all right, everybody. If you folks want to, you can head back to the entrance and look for that thing.
Yup.
Isn't it just this room right next to us where those
Nah.
like debris, or is that a
Let
different?
me grab all of yous. Let me bring y'all's over here.
No, I'm escaping.
Are you?
I'm escaping. Fuck you.
One block at a time.
One block at a time.
Fine, I'll bring Amelia over here.
Wait,
Amelia
She's
pays
not
attention
here.
to what I tell her to do.
she's not here.
Surprise.
Man, I'm a little bit parched. Do you think we can get a tea to go?
Who's Tiptoe? Okay, did I get everybody here except for the wayward? What? Well,
I'm going.
Everyone's making her way over on her own.
I feel like this tracks that like everybody else is sprinting to the magic items and she's just on her own, doing her own thing.
Making my way downtown. This place sucks. I am out of this fucking place. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And yeah, there are two other doorways that have collapsed rubble in them, but other than that, nothing.
I mean, is it like one of the side rooms that has collapsed rubble in it? Maybe?
Probably.
We can give it a shot.
Okay.
I feel like this place could come down any second, but you know,
I mean, that would be an exciting way to die.
it would
Crushed
be.
in a wizard's.
Let's not die in.
So what you're saying is you don't want me to hit the T button again.
Well, I
think
don't.
I'd
I-
prefer
I
if you
might.
didn't, but
well, we should ask Emery. She has a migraine. Did you need tea or?
the caffeine might help.
And so might the odd mushrooms or whatever is inside of them.
Well, yeah, it's a mushroom tea. I don't think there's any caffeine in that.
Oh, that's
Mm.
true. Yeah.
Good point.
You'd be surprised.
Let's do
What else
you're
is in
gonna
there?
do.
Jay?
know.
DM?
Why would I know
It's
that?
actually like acetaminophen, aspirin,
Mm-hmm.
and mushrooms.
A little bit of LSD.
That's what gives it its
Ooh.
great flavor.
You joke. Psilocybin actually does kind of help with migraines.
Mhm.
That's a thing.
I believe it.
Well, yeah, you can choose a doorway or you can grab some tea. Who knows?
I would like to begin digging with Sparks' help.
All right. Whoever's going to dig, give me a quick athletics check. No big deal.
Oh, athletics. That one's not
I'm
very good. at.
athletic. I mean, Rathgurther is not me.
That is a 12.
Well, that's not bad.
I want to see.
8.
Eight.
Very in character.
Just sort of like picking up a rock and going, eh.
Very winded.
Can I roll with advantage since Sparks is helping?
Sure. Oh, you can use
I'll
Sparks'
also
profile
try,
with
I
advantage if you'd
guess.
rather.
I was going to. So that's 18 plus 2 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 5, which is
Jesus.
23.
Yeah, Sparks just gets
For
in there.
The like,
Yeah, exactly.
the,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Which door did you pick first of all?
the one
With stuff behind it?
directly. Well, I was going to say the one like directly opposite the door that we came from, but
Oh.
if you have
Yeah.
if you have a different suggestion, I was picking arbitrarily, so
Allow me to say, oh, you picked this one.
perfect.
Oh,
Wowee. That looks just like the crystal from the from just a couple of minutes
yeah.
ago.
You crack open
Can
the
we
doorway,
check for traps?
and there is a wash of magical energy coming from the door.
Seems fucky.
Ooh.
What?
Do you guys want me to go first?
Send Vernon in first. See what
Yeah, I was
happens.
gonna say I'll go in first if you want. I could try to lick it and see if I absorb that power as well.
Don't lick. No, I think we no. Don't.
No, let him lick it. I want to see what he does.
Because what if it's good stuff and then it disintegrates?
Yeah, well, maybe he'd also be
Oh,
able to
good
breathe
point.
lightning
No.
if he licked it.
Yeah,
But
then I could do
like,
fire and lightning.
Firebolt and lightning, very, very frightening.
Okay. Let's compromise. Tim, you investigate, and if you don't like what you find, then Vernon can lick it.
amazing.
yeah.
Then I will go and check stuff out.
You want to use Arcana or Investigation?
I would like to use. It doesn't matter. They are the same.
They
I
will get
think
you different
maybe
information sets. So
I think investigation is more because she's just looking for stuff,
yeah,
not necessarily
sure.
checking the
rolled-
magic state of things.
I rolled Arcana just to see, and I got a 14.
Ooh.
I'm not going in the
cool.
room, but I'm just like,
You
can,
just
I, can I
cursory
Oh,
parse anything
glance.
just by like looking at it? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I rolled a 3, which gives me an 11.
God, you really gotta start getting different dice.
Can I pull out my hand drum and give Bardic inspiration really quick just by like doing a drum roll?
Sure. You want to add a
got a
d6 to, I think it's a
13.
d6 to that, right?
I would love to add a d6.
Roll 1.
It's a 2.
No.
Well, I tried. I'm not quite as good with the
It's
drum just
amazing.
yet.
Okay, let's start with the Arcana check first. From an Arcana check, Emery can glean that this is probably an active teleportation circle. It's really old. Like it's using different sort of like focusing crystals like this haven't been necessary in teleportation circles for like, again, a couple generations now, right? Because they're inefficient primarily. But the cool bit comes with the investigation. First bit of investigation you find is that the teleportation circle, thanks to some insight from Emery, is keyed to something already. So if anyone had stepped up to the teleportation circle, it would simply teleport you to the thing that is already keyed in. Right? It needs to be shut off and like readdressed if you want to address it somewhere else. Secondly, there's sort of like a thing on the wall, right here-ish. And it's like a sort of like leave your weapons at the door, please, sort of thing. And there is like a wand just sitting in there.
I would like to look at the wand.
Sure.
I do have identify.
If you want to cast that,
I think I will. Yes.
sure. All right. You take 10 minutes setting this up and casting it over this wand. Let's see here. And you see that it is, it's essentially a wand of the War Mage.
What does that do?
This is a +2 wand of the War Mage, pardon me. It is a spellcasting focus. While you are holding, you gain +2 to spell attack rolls. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Ooh.
Lots of uses for you here. Yeah. Lots of uses for any of the spellcasters in the group, to be
I was
honest.
gonna say
but-
I'm not like a full spellcaster is the thing.
Hmm.
Like I want it, but I think that it
Yeah,
might
I
be
think-
better served going to someone else.
You're the closest thing to a full caster we've got in the party, actually. Emery
What about
is...
Vernon?
Vernon is a warlock. Warlocks are never full casters.
But they are if you're
one
not
spell slot.
cowards. All of the warlocks that I have played, which is very many, are full casters.
I
So
was
he
gonna
casts
say, I
some
feel
shade
like
on
I cast,
warlocks.
like most of my attacks.
I fucking love warlocks.
In what way are warlocks not full casters?
Yeah. Just
They
because they
only
get
get
their
2 spell slots.
They're
Yeah, but they get
famous.
them back on a
Well, they
short
only
rest.
need one cantrip, so I don't see
Yeah.
the problem.
Eldritch Blast.
also like with their invocations and shit, like they can get a lot more. Like they can cast things on demand. They can get more cantrips. Like I will defend warlocks to my very last breath.
Love that I made a casual, off the cuff, shitty joke about warlocks, and I'm getting eaten in the comments. It's perfect.
ABEB. Always be Eldritch blasting.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, I wonder. So Vernon, I found
Yes.
this like super cool wand, and like
Oh.
I can use it. But what if you ate the wand?
I was just thinking the
Could
same
you
thing.
consume its power?
We could try.
I was thinking either that or like sticking it up your butt, but I think eating it would probably be
I
better.
don't think that one would work
Good
very
news.
well.
Yeah.
It's a suppository.
Oh no.
I think it needs to go inside of you somehow, and I think eating it would probably be the
Can you not
better.
just wield it like a wand? I think
No, because then he doesn't
the
have
fun
his
in that?
hands
There's
free. If
fiber
he
with
eats it, then it's part of him.
I mean
That's the hypothesis, at least.
the hypothesis. You don't know if that's actually gonna work.
That's why we have to try it.
It's the
I mean,
nature
we
of
don't
science.
have to. Yeah, we don't have to do it right now, but
I'm
Which
down
one?
for eating anything. I mean,
You can
hanging
always
around
lick
Wrath
it.
Earthers taught me one thing: is that sometimes you just got to eat stuff.
oh, and also the crystal in here is a teleportation circle. I don't know where it would send us.
Sorry, you didn't know that sometimes you need to eat stuff before we met?
No, didn't you see how strong I was when we first met?
Troubling.
I know.
How old
Meeting
are
you
you?
has unlocked a whole world of possibilities.
You are a vexing creature sometimes, Vernon. Has anyone
I
ever
have
told
to
you
know.
that?
I have heard that before, actually.
Have you like
Thank you.
survived your whole life without it?
Well,
This is concerning.
Yes, there's a
So-
lot to unpack here. So the wand.
Huh?
Vernon's going to eat it. This is
I mean, you don't have to make the decision right now. Also, if anybody else wants it, like I'm not. I
I'm
just
not
thought I
eating
would
it.
offer it to. Well, no, only Vernon eats the things.
I mean, I don't mind splitting it amongst the group. I could just eat a tiny portion of it, and then the rest of you could eat the rest. I don't really mind.
Just take a nibble and put the rest in the wrapper for later. Is the
Yeah, stick it in the fridge so it doesn't melt.
Yeah.
What would happen if we gave it to Sparks?
Oh.
Can Sparks do
That's an
magic?
interesting question.
I mean,
No,
he
'cause-
absorbed the fire resistant thing that we gave him.
I pick up the wand and I throw it and I go, Sparks, fetch!
oh hell yeah, that's my jam. And then he fucking books it. And yeah, he catches it. Wha- Oh wait, that's Maldor's.
Hey,
Melder's fetch.
no.
Yeah, so he catches the one. What do you want to do with it?
Dude, basically that.
Just hold it.
I feel he has fulfilled the brief.
That's it.
Yeah, I think maybe we should just hold on to the wand until we decide what. Because like I don't know that we should make the decision right yet. I think we should get out of here first. So the question is, do we go out the front door or do we use the teleportation circle and go to a question mark?
We have
Well,
no idea where that would.
Yeah, but it could take us anywhere. It could
Could
take us
take
to
us
like a
somewhere
different
cool.
plane. Yeah.
So I will say, as excited as I am to try everything out, because it's always been a dream of mine, to just teleport wherever. The other one only had like a one-time use, right? Is that just like only one person can use it and then just get sent somewhere and like?
No, the way that my understanding of teleportation circles like this is you can go as a group, you just all have to go at the same time.
Well, it would be fun to go on an adventure with you guys. So
Unlike what we've done so far, which is not going on adventures together.
yeah, no, and going on a vacation solo was not that fun. I gotta be
Is there a
honest.
way that we could set it so it goes somewhere specific?
Weren't we headed to Waterdeep?
That's
Oh,
what I was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I can try and figure it out. I can't like make teleportation circles, but I might be able to adjust this one.
Give it a
Sure.
shot, but I don't think we should just jump in a random teleportation circle if we don't know where it's going. It could teleport us to another continent. We have no idea.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
surprise.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Emery doesn't want
It
us
is-
to do something stupid.
It
Emery,
is a
you're
bad
no
thing.
fun. You're no fun.
My father's going to die any day now.
going to die any
Okay.
day now.
Okay, you might have
She
problems
does
with your
sound like that.
family.
You're
I do
right.
too.
You have to admit, it was a pretty good impression.
Oh, I have an idea. While you're looking at the crystal here, if you decide to do so, we could also try to dig out what's behind door number 2.
Is that where the tea came from?
I thought the tea
No.
came from everywhere.
The tea came from like back in the hallway that you guys obliterated.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I can work on getting the crystal set up. Where do we want to go?
Waterdeep.
What are we not gonna like tell the people that we solved their dragon problem?
I'll figure
Just
it
let
out.
them think that we died.
Oh
Well-
yeah, Emery, you solved the dragon problem though. Does that mean that you're like a knight now?
True.
I think I kind of already was, but my mentor wants me to do stuff now and then.
And so that's
And-
why you have to go to Waterdeep is to tell them that you did the knightly thing.
Were we promised any rewards for?
I think we were
The
kind of
village
doing it out of the
did-
goodness of our own
well,
heart.
The village did say that they'd try to scrape something together for you, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we do know how to get here. We could always go and, claim our prize and then try to see what this magical new adventure will lead us to.
Maybe
sure
this
nobody else
teleportation
can.
circle leads to Waterdeep.
Yeah, maybe it already does. There's only one way to find out.
Well,
You could,
See if you can figure that out.
yeah. You could do an investigation of the runes, and because like you don't know the runes for some of the teleportation circles in Waterdeep, Emery does. And Vernon would probably know 1 or 2 teleportation circles just by sheer dint of Vernon going from place to place and trying to learn whatever he can.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, Melders would know some teleportation runes as well. Actually, now that I think about it,
Would I? Would I have
you would
ever
know.
used
You would
them?
know. You would know one set specifically,
Okay.
which you probably wouldn't want to use right now, if I'm being honest.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think I would want to go there either.
So whoever would like to can make an Arcana check on the teleportation circle. And meanwhile, Emery,
Yep.
how you feeling? What's going on? What's going on in that Emery head of yours?
Pretty conflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grumpy. She's just got a migraine coming on, and she's just got a lot of mixed emotions bouncing around.
Mhm.
It's like she wants to go back to Waterdeep and, deal with her whole family shit. And she's a little grumpy about that comment from earlier Tim made, gonna be completely honest.
What comment did Tim make? That was
Just
Oh, my
mocking.
dad's gonna die in a few days. Like doing the imitation.
In my defense, I didn't know how that sentence was going to end when I started mocking you.
And how do you feel about it now?
I do. I feel bad. I don't think Tim has the self-reflection to feel bad, but I do.
Mhm. I
Yeah,
think
so-
she's just gonna like take herself out of the situation for a minute and just go like fucking stomp on the rocks, try to get the other thing open. Not because she wants to know what's on the other side. She's just kind of trying to get some anger out. She's like, I don't want to take
Sure.
this out on my fucking party, but I'm pissed. And the holiday sucked. And she's just dun dun.
Yeah, so go ahead and maybe an Arcana check, whoever wants to.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 22.
I rolled a 27.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. 22 and 27 together, absolutely. Does Rathgrither want to take a look
17.
too? Yeah, see, that's not bad. Obviously, Redguther, you don't have any teleportation circles memorized in your head for this sort of thing, but you do know that it is keyed into something. Obviously, it's already pre-keyed.
Yes.
It's magical shit. Who knows? And Vernon and Tim, between the two of you, you can kind of process of elimination that this is none of the places on the Sword Coast that you know of. And with the teleportation circle coordinates from Emery, you know that this wouldn't go to Waterdeep, for instance, or if it does, it goes to somewhere super secret. Some of
Like a
these
wizard tower.
yeah, there's some estimation involved because the runes on a teleportation circle are sort of like a local dial address. So there are some runes that kind of let you know roughly where in the Sword Coast it goes, or where on the planet it goes, I guess you should say. And some of these runes look very Temerian, which is a desert area off far to the east.
Hey, do you guys want to go on a field trip?
No.
I love field trips.
You don't want to go like hundreds or thousands of miles to the east?
Would rather not. I'm just like kicking rocks, literally, just like trying to bash down whatever cave in.
I
From
don't
the other
think that we
room.
should change this circle though, because it's like super cool to have just like a free immediate way to get there just in case we ever do want to get there. So I still think that we should take the like manual route out of here.
You want us to walk on
Whatever.
our hands?
Yes. I mean, yes.
Sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Emery, just by dint of you like kicking rocks, the rock wall kind of like starts to fall apart a little bit, and you're looking past, and there's just nothing. You get the sense that this place is slightly built the same way that a wizard's tower is, and so this is sort of an extra dimensional space that's been rigged to the material plane. So like, as the magic breaks down, parts of this place are just gone.
I throw a rock into it just to see what happens.
Don't hear anything. The rock goes and is out of your sight fairly quickly.
Hey, Vernon. No. I'm just going to sit there and I'm just going to chuck rocks into it while the party's messing with the teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Just
I
waiting
also
for them
need
to be
go
done.
to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Now that I know where it goes, a lot of the allure has been taken from it for me.
Well, I mean, have you ever been out that way that we imagine that it goes to?
Are there any Rathgirther stories that take place in that area?
In the desert? Absolutely. It's very like Tintin style adventures out in the desert. You know, you meet some handsome prince from far away, and you help him find his special bird or something. You know. I'm trying to remember the Tintin books I read when I was a kid, and I was like, I'm pretty sure one of them had to do with him getting a bird back or something.
Yes, I've been there. I fought a sand serpent once. It's not that exciting.
Did you ride one? Can you ride one?
Sand gets everywhere if you try to ride them, believe me.
That's
That's a mistake you make once.
So you did ride it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you walk without rhythm, you won't attract the worm.
Okay, well, I mean, if you guys really want me to rig it to Waterdeep, I can do that. Probably. Maybe. Do you want me to do that, or do we want to walk out?
You said it very confidently, so
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need like 3 different items from Waterdeep, and also maybe like a piece of cheese and some sticks and something to write with.
The cheese is just because she's hungry.
Yes. and then I will
Sure.
do my best to.
Okay. Just give me like a roll and add like your spell. Let's see here.
My like attack modifier.
No, just your
Spell
regular
attack.
spell modifier should be fine. You don't need your spell attack modifier, just your spell modifier.
So just my intelligence, not
well,
plus my proficiency.
No, you can add your proficiency. No, wait, you can't add your proficiency because you don't know how to work teleportation circles that well. Sorry. And then Emery,
Mm-hmm.
as you're the one who knows Water Davian teleportation circles, you have 2 circles you know of. One of them leads to the Hall of the Lords. It's a very open, very guarded area. It's a public teleportation circle. You're allowed to go there. However, if there's a chance you're still wanted, you'd be literally teleporting right where all the guards are.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a great idea.
The other teleportation circle is one that your family set up in their garden for guests.
It's probably a bad idea to do that immediately. It's like I want to get back to Waterdeep, but I don't know if we want to jump right into fucking around.
I mean, you
I
know
don't
that it's
sounds fun to
relatively
me.
yeah, it's relatively sheltered. It's not like it's constantly watched, especially if they don't think guests are coming. Like it's not a
Yeah, but with our luck.
just saying
could-
those are 2 options you got.
I can
could
also
go
give
invisibly.
you- Yeah, I can make somebody invisible with the circlet.
Really, Emery is the only one they're looking for, right?
Mhm.
So
And
you're
I can
invisible, we
disguise
should be good.
myself.
Can everyone besides me turn invisible? Is that
No, it's just no. But I can make you invisible. So if the guards are just looking for you, then
I mean,
we
I
make you
can-
invisible, and then we're fine.
I can disguise myself. I'm not super worried about that. I'm just worried about if they're watching the garden, they're not expecting people, and then suddenly there's a bunch of weirdos in there. They're gonna ask questions.
Yeah, so we go to the other place and then just disguise you. Because they're not looking for all of us, right? Are they? I don't remember.
I mean, they wouldn't be, I don't think, because we were all disguised when we busted my uncle out of prison.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I played somebody called Jeremy.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, we took that guy's pants.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, he's probably cold now.
Aw.
I mean,
I think he would have
probably-
found
I'm sure
pants
he
by
would have
now.
gotten new pants. It's been weeks.
Well, I need to like dial this in. So give me the directions and I can do it.
How
just gotta-
confident do I? So, what would the situation be on the other side of the one that's in like the Hall of Lords or whatever? Like,
you know that it is watched by guards almost constantly, and they're fairly vigilant. It's sort of like a customs situation. You would absolutely be questioned. You know, they have magical detection systems up and running.
Sparks is gonna have to hide his drugs.
That's it.
oh, ibuprofen allowed.
Ibuprofen detected.
Well, he's got some sort of magic mushroom crown in the fucking
He
compartment.
does. That is true. And a severed hand, which could raise some red flags.
In all fairness, they might be confused because the severed hand would belong to me, and they'd be like, "But you have both of your hands."
Okay, and then
You
the-
have to cut off another one to prove that it was your hand in the first
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd look
See?
crazy.
Look, exactly the same cutting.
okay, and then the one in the family garden. How like what's security like? It's inside the estate, I would imagine.
It is, yeah. There's no security. This is the only time you guys ever have like your house guards watching it is when you're expecting like guests. Otherwise, it's like sort of a family portal. Like all of you know it, so that you could always come back if you needed to. So it's never
Mhm.
like watched, especially because like your uncle used to tell you stories, but sometimes like he and your dad would like come back late at night after partying and they just teleport in because they wouldn't want to like call the gate guard and be like, hey, could you open the gate for us? You know.
Yeah, but how will we get out? Is the question then?
Well, the walls aren't like amazingly high. They're more symbolic than anything else. You could just slip over the wall if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just worried that like with our luck, we'd get spotted, and then they'd be like, "Why the fuck are you in our backyard?" And then that could be even worse than the other way around. Neither
you're,
option is
like,
great.
the
Moments
house
ago,
guards.
you were mad that we weren't
Yeah.
going to Waterdeep. Now we're like, let's go to Waterdeep really fast, and you don't like that either.
No,
I
it's
feel
not. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I'm trying to think. I don't want us to all get fucking killed. Is the thing.
I feel like you're just being grumpy today, and you just don't like any of our ideas.
I'm always grumpy, but that's not why I.
Not like this. I feel like you've got a real case of the Mondays today.
Well, can you blame me?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was clear. We are blaming you.
Listen, I've been on edge because there is some shit going on at home, and I can't be there to do anything about it. And
But we can go there right now and do
I
something
know.
about
I'm
it.
just saying, it's like.
What are you worried about?
What I've been worried about this whole time with my family issues. What if what if we teleport into my family's backyard, they see us, they question us, and then they just decide it's like, oh, well, you guys are just fucking intruders, and then they just kill all of us.
I don't
And
think
we'll
that's going to happen.
deal with it. What happens if we wait to discuss and wait around, and then who knows what they could be doing to your family in the meantime?
Also,
I-
your dad might die.
I know, and I just don't know what we're up against. I still haven't been able to figure out exactly what type of thing is what killed me in the first place. I don't know what's waiting there for us.
We have never known what's waiting for us anywhere, and we have dealt with it together. You're not
Okay.
alone anymore. You have friends that have your back, and you don't have to worry so much.
Well said, Rathgurther. Well said.
I know, sometimes I possess surprising emotional depth.
I agree.
These people have already killed me once.
Yeah, and we're not. When that time, you were by yourself. Now you're not by yourself, and we're not going to let anything happen to you.
Besides, if someone's going to kill you, we should really make them regret that decision.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you all so willing to help me like this? I've never got that.
Because we like you. I mean, you're like super grumpy, but I don't know. You're fun, and you're strong, and you're smart, and your body becomes like a whirling vortex of terror, and that's like really, really cool.
Very cool indeed.
Mm.
She's gonna just like kind of turn around and not look at the others. She's just kind of she's trying to hide the fact that she's a little emotionally vulnerable right now, and she doesn't want to show it, but it's probably pretty obvious.
Anyone with a passive insight greater than 11 can see this.
Tim cannot.
It's like, oh, something must have drawn her attention over that way.
Yep, I can see it.
So that's
I
what,
also can.
Perception plus 10, is that?
Passive insight. This will be one of your passives on the left-hand side of your character sheet if you're on big mode. Yes.
I can see. Good.
Yeah, she just like as casually, like she is trying to play it off so casually, like, oh, it's just dust in my eye, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just stretching my arms, and I lean in, and I'm going for a hug. You are free to contest it.
You know what? I don't think she would.
Whoa!
Oh,
I didn't think that would work. I thought I was going to have to make an attack roll.
you should make an attack roll anyway, just to see how aggressively you misjudge this hug.
Unarmed attack. 13.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent quick hug, as though you could tell. I mean, everybody could probably tell that you were expecting to have to fight her a little bit for this hug, but
You just kind of like hover hand for maybe a little too long before going in. she doesn't hug you back, but she doesn't fight it. You feel her maybe tense up a little bit, but
hey, yo, Emery, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
oh God, why?
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that one landed on top of all my other dice. Hold on. Oh no, that is a 2.
A 2. I think when Rathgurther finally comes in and hugs you, I don't think you can hold it back anymore.
Oh god,
Okay.
yep. There's the fucking waterworks, and she's like, God fucking damn it, and just crying.
Emmer- I said I'd help you get revenge on the people who did this to you. So we're gonna follow through.
I just don't want you all to end up with the same fate that I did.
We're
Well, if there's
super
one thing-
strong.
You carry your burdens too much on your own shoulders.
I've always had to.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Anyway, I think that my dog is like basically God, so like we're gonna be fine.
I don't know what A has to do with B, but
Working
sure.
on it.
I think
There was-
Sparks probably just comes up and does the thing where he tries to like lick your tears off of your face, but because his tongue is made of like metal and stone, it's like painful.
Mm. I guess we're doing this then.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
All right. What do you dial in?
I guess let's go home.
Awesome. You put in all the markers, the chevrons lock up. The teleportation circle is active.
It's gonna be okay.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I am very smart. And even if it's not okay, we'll make it okay. Because that is what we do.
Last time I went home, they kicked me out. I tried to explain what happened to them, and they just didn't believe me. Kicked me out onto the street.
I don't know if you know this, but I am very persuasive. I think
you're-
I could get them to change their minds.
I look at Tim and I'm
Just
like,
say
no,
that you
you're
were
not.
tired."
You're not persuasive.
I am very cute, and that makes people do what I ask them to.
And Rathgurther considers this for a moment. That's a good point. Yeah, you've convinced me. You are persuasive.
I don't know if cute's going to be of use against these people, but
Well, I also
She
have
has
a
a
hammer,
dog.
so
You also have a hammer and a dog. Listen, having
So-
a hammer is also very persuasive.
I'm thinking when we get there, we probably shouldn't take the
Mm.
fight straight in. We should probably get there, get out as stealthily as possible. We don't want them to see us, and then we can regroup and come up with some kind of plan. Maybe take a night to rest.
Sure. Absolutely.
I've got a place we can crash. Hopefully she doesn't get too mad at me, but
All right. Let's change over. Now, normally we would have taken a break about 20 minutes ago. But if you folks are cool with it, we can just wait until the end of the episode to take our break.
let's go. I did not think this was gonna be going here.
Neither did
I'm-
I.
Terrified.
Oh, we're gonna fight a dragon.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh, this isn't the right house. This is the uncle's house. Wait a second. There it is. There's the Arslan house and the
house of
Arslan
uncle.
estate. It's very important.
I am gonna go put a jacket on real quick though, because it's 70 degrees outside, but my house is freezing. I don't know why.
All right, let me find where I need to go here real quick. Let me set things up. Let's do this. Let's pump that exposure so we can all see what's going on. Let's go. Perfect. And then I'm going to grab all your characters, and then I will. Forgive me, I still haven't built out the garden entirely. There's much more stuff here than it looks like, but
Weren't exactly prepared for us to be breaking into here so early, were you, DM?
not yet. But I do have something prepared just in case.
Oh,
Let me
God.
tell you.
Hate that for us. Ooh.
Listen,
It's gonna
the
be
tri-
fine.
The trick is you never not have something prepared just in case.
Is that a camel?
Why is it?
oh,
Oh,
that was
that's
the- that
the
was-
one
No!
from the fucking dreamscape bullshit. That's
that's
your
the
llama,
llama.
isn't it, motherfucker?
That's how long
We
since
killed
we've
that
been here.
asshole.
Yes, you guys killed the evil llama. Okay, so you do indeed teleport shoof, into the Arsaline estate. Now, again, this is an older teleporter, so it doesn't have a lot of the stabilization that new age teleporters have. So you're all feeling a little bit queasy when you land, shoof, and you are in this like sort of expansive garden that had been upkept by Amelia and Amelia's little sister. However, you can see it's a little bit overgrown here and there nowadays. It hasn't really been, like, you can tell there are gardeners still working on it, but none of the care that you and your sister had originally put into it. You also notice that it's nighttime, full on nighttime, which is a good thing because obviously it means less problems. The guards don't tend to patrol very much back here at night. Everyone should be asleep in the home, except for some of the servants maybe, but if you stay away from the lower levels, that's fine. Emery, you know you have a very rare opportunity right now if you wanted to. You know a way into the house that you could easily get past everything because you've done it before. You could go and see your dad if you wanted.
God. Oh, God. It's tempting, but I'm terrified. I will quietly relay this information to the group, I think. Just be
This
like,
way in, incidentally, could easily be getting everyone in too. Like, it's not a... You snuck friends in past your curfew before, is my point.
Mhm.
Where am I? Where's all my stuff?
Wait, you had friends?
A couple other nobles.
No,
Where's
I mean,
the
I
bedroom?
know that sounds like I was making fun of you,
Where's the
but it's more just like I've never had friends, so like I don't know what that's like.
Oh, well, that went from pissed me off to depressing real fast.
Wait, you don't
Didn't we
consider us
just-
friends?
Yeah,
No,
didn't
but,
we
like-
just establish that we're all friends?
No, like growing up, I didn't have friends.
That's her.
The only people that I could sneak into my parents' clock tower were like squirrels and some like various like rodents.
Could you talk to them?
Interesting that you call squirrels people.
I mean, I could talk to them, but the trick was getting them to talk back.
Hmm.
You don't have to speak with animals?
No. I mean, technically, we all have speak with animals. Am I right?
Vernon gets that a lot. He's like, yeah. He's like, fuck yeah.
But yeah, no, I bet it was like super cool to sneak people in to your big old
Yeah,
house.
I mean, the stakes are a lot higher now.
Out of curiosity, and not to break things up really quick, but I was just reading through my features and traits, and I realized that I have a thing called Awakened Mind that allows me to telepathically speak to any creatures that I can see within 30 feet,
Yep.
as long as they have like knowledge of a language. Would that like kind of count for animals as well, or is that just like
They need to have knowledge of a language, so it would have to be an awakened animal, or you'd have to it would have to be something with intelligence enough to be able to understand a language.
okay? I was going to try to see if I could talk to the rats in the walls.
I mean, do you want to talk to the rats on the walls? Is that something you believe you can do?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, then try it out.
And so Vernon's going to send out like this telepathic message, and he's going to say, hey you, hey rats, I got some questions for you.
We're the rats.
Right? It takes a few seconds, but you're starting to pick up. Hey, Jonesy, someone's talking to us from outside the house. What? No, that's ridiculous. No one can talk inside our... We're talking in our brains right now. And that goes on for like a solid half a minute, if you let it.
Cool. Hey guys, I my name is Vernon. Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, hey,
First of all, hi.
some sort of magic rat or something? What is this?
Well, kind of, but not necessarily. So I'm outside the house right now. I just wanted to kind of gain a little bit of intelligence before we try to
Oh,
come inside.
okay.
If you would be so kind.
Sure,
to-
Magic Man.
Yeah.
Listen, you and
Yeah.
our brains. We're not going to argue. What do you want?
Excellent. I was wondering, is anybody currently just kind of walking around where you are, just generally speaking?
Nah, we're in the pantry eating all the goddamn stuff we can find.
Oh, hell yeah. What's there?
Oh, they got oats and they got pickles and they got eggs and
Oh, that
and
sounds
I
amazing.
mean, they got cheese too. But listen, we're not. Don't think that's a
Oh, you're not like
stereotype,
those
okay?
rats. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, like we'll eat the cheese. I want you to be sure we're eating more than the cheese. You understand?
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely what you should do. Yeah, absolutely.
They got butter.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that you shouldn't let yourself get too hungry.
Yeah. See, you get it. Nah, no, you're definitely a rat. Listen, we can't see you, but we
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, of course. So if you could just do me a favor really quick, can you just go and just take a look in do you know who what's Emery's dad's name?
Good question,
He's
Jay. What's my
that.
dad's name?
He's just the Lord von Archeline. Von Archeline. That's as much as anyone would know of him, except for I mean, Emery, you know your dad's name.
What is it?
It's Thaddeus.
It's Lord.
Did you not?
Okay.
We talked. Well,
We've literally never talked about it.
How dare? How dare?
Yay.
You came up with my uncle's name, so I figured that you had something for my fantasy dad too.
Yeah, of course I do.
But we've literally never we talked about my uncle
Oh.
far more than we have talked about my dad.
That's
Fair, I suppose.
Fair. Okay. Do you know Lord von Arseline?
I mean, the humans, we don't really like.
I know it's
we don't-
probably unlikely that you
we don't know their
his name,
we don't know
but-
their names. Do you got a look?
Yeah.
Like a thing.
He might not be out and about very much. Apparently he's very sick.
Okay.
I don't actually remember if I know what he looks like or not.
Well, there is a
You
sick
don't.
dude in the house. There is, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know if there's anybody maybe guarding him right now, or if you could go and check to see?
Nah. Sometimes the two tall ones go in and sit by him sometimes, but that's about it. They leave him alone when he sleeps at night.
Oh, okay, cool. That's great. I think that's about it.
We go
for
into
right
his room all the
now,
time. The
unless
dude's
there's-
blind as hell.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you're sure that there's nobody guarding his room right now, that's all that we were wondering. We
Yeah, we
have
steal his
somebody who
food.
wants to come in and
great.
visit him for a moment. Yeah.
Do I
Sure.
know that Vernon's doing this?
Vernon is against the wall right now going.
Yes.
What the hell are you doing?
He's
I'm
talking to the
sorry.
animals. This is what I did.
Yeah.
This is very normal.
I was just talking to some rats. They're first of all, they're in your pantry, but they're cool. They're really cool. They're eating some of the food, but it's fine. They're very nice.
Probably cheese, am I right?
No, actually, believe it or not, that's a negative stereotype about rats. No, they're eating oats and all sorts of other things. Oats is the only one I could remember for some reason. Eggs. It sounded like they were having a great time in there. But so the thing is that apparently right now your father is unguarded, and apparently the guards will leave him alone when he's sleeping at night. So if you choose to trust these rats, and by extension me, we could potentially pop in and see your dad for a little bit. You never know when it could be the last time. So I would probably recommend it myself.
Ask them if they know about anybody else in the house, the other nobles, if they know anything about Amelia, the fake one, or my sister. Do they know anything about that?
Okay, sure. And then Vernon's going to zonk out again and start asking about them to the rats.
I mean, the two tall ones that visit the old guy sometimes, yeah, they're still around.
Where are they right now?
Well, they're sleeping. Well, one of them, the little one is sleeping. The taller one is out and about somewhere. She's not back home yet.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to relay that information to Emery, be like, okay, so it sounds like one of them is sleeping and the other one is roaming around doing fun stuff or something. I don't know.
Not home right now.
No, apparently not. There's only one that's sleeping, and apparently it's the larger one.
No, it's a smaller one.
Oh, it's the smaller one. My mistake.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, rats. Thank you.
No worries. We got you.
So over the table, me Star is wandering. Is like, yes, going to see my dad potentially before he kicks the bucket. All well and good. This is also potentially an opportunity to do what I've been wanting to do and try to get my sister out.
I mean, I do have the circlet of invisibility if anybody needs it, whether that's you or your sister.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be a guard again.
I can
Could.
also do that.
Yeah.
Your secret way in and out is relatively like free and clear. It involves scaling a wall, but like it's nothing you haven't done a million times, right?
Yeah. I don't know if she would trust me, is the thing, to do that.
What if you were invisible and that way she didn't know? So it's like, oh, it is me, your sister. I'm just happen to be invisible, and then you can like reveal yourself later.
I mean, I don't know what good that would do. So from her perspective, I would have to imagine she just thinks that Amelia, her sister, went from lovey-dovey and her favorite person in the world one day to whatever ice-cold, frigid bitchery is happening now. I don't know what she thinks. I don't have enough information to go off of here, but I mean, I do know her. And so I might
Only
be
one way
able
to
to
find out.
talk to her. Oh,
All
God.
I know is that if you let this opportunity slip, I think
Yep.
that
Yep.
Emery would regret it.
Oh, absolutely. Where would we go? Is the
You
question.
do
I think
know-
have some place to stay.
Yeah. You know places in town to stay, but if you want to make sure that she's not too hot, you also do know the teleportation circle coordinates to a couple of other family estates. For instance, the one your uncle said he ran to.
Oh, did we write down the coordinates for the?
The
Oh well,
the one that's out in like the woods
desert.
Yeah.
that he said.
Or the one that
I didn't realize there were teleportation options for that one.
Well, you guys couldn't cast teleportation, so.
Well, okay, so we can't cast teleportation. We'd have to get into another teleportation circle to get her there.
You might
Like the
be
one that
able
we're
to.
currently standing in?
You could jury rig this one if you really wanted to.
Would they be able to see that that's where we went, though?
You'd be able to see. I mean, if Tim is very good, and probably works with Vernon, you could rig it so that they would know it was jury rigged to go somewhere. They just wouldn't know exactly where. It's real hard to track like a new age teleportation circle.
I asked Tim if that's something she thinks she could do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I think this might turn into a heist.
So who's going inside and who is staying out here with the teleportation circle?
I can stay out here and work on stuff with Sparks and Vernon.
Yeah. I'll like write down the runes for the family teleportation circle and leave it with Tim so she can work on it.
And Tim will give you the circlet of invisibility. It just allows you to cast invisibility. I think it's once a day. So for whoever needs it, I give it to you.
Okay.
Also, another thing is I'm wondering about Awakened Vine is, does that mean that I can also telepathically communicate with my party members?
If they're within 30 feet of you, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm wondering if you could use the rat says recon and be like, hey, let me know if there's anybody coming.
Yeah, I think I am going to do that. I'm going to say, hey, by the way, guys, if you notice any vibrations in the wall, somebody coming besides the people that are about to come in, let us know, please.
You can feel like they were gonna go, "What did it for us?" And then they were all like, "Wait, there's a magic man in our heads. Please don't explode our brains." Yeah. Okay, but honestly, we're just gonna be eating a lot.
That's
This is
totally
prime
fine.
eating
I won't
time.
interrupt you eating. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
Just as long as you keep
Um,
your ears out.
So who is going in then? Would that be Emery, Maldoris, and Rathgurther?
I just realized because of my new armor set, I have disadvantage on stealth.
Just take your armor off.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you need armor
that's
for inside the house?
true. Yeah. If this breaks bad, then I'm gonna be down armor. Can I just take off the parts that are the most noisy?
You're wearing what type of armor?
Splint.
Splint. Unfortunately, Splint is very clangy.
I'm wondering if I have any kind of.
Do you want my breastplate?
Maybe we can switch just temporarily. Because I mean, the one she's wearing is my old one.
Yeah.
It is. I made it a little bit smaller so that it would fit me, but I think I can
That's better than nothing.
yeah, it will fit you. Cause magic.
I'm imagining Tim just like took the sides in, and so I'm just like rip the stitches out. I'll fix it for you later. Just rip.
It's more to do with the leather strapping, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, all three of you who need to get in just need to make me an athletics check. You can make it with advantage because Emery is guiding you, and Emery, you've done this like a million times. It's basically.
Oh, I'm glad that was with advantage because the first roll's a 5. Second one's
20?
No.
Yes.
Yo.
I think all together
just jumps straight.
just whoop, straight up in the air.
I got an
Whoa,
18.
that's incredible.
All right. Beautiful. You all did very well. Let me get you all up. Basically, you end up climbing into one of your dad's antechambers that he uses to entertain guests and stuff. Where is Maldoris? There she is. Wait a second. Did I grab Vernon instead of Emery? You both have such foofery on. Listen, this is.
Oh, I'm left in the garden. I got left behind. I'm so lonely.
So you're on the level with your dad's bedroom. It's across the way, actually. So this is your dad's this is where he entertains guests and where he sleeps because it is close to his working area. So
I'm trying to find where we are, and it's not showing me.
double click on your character.
Yeah, I am. Maybe I'm just on the wrong level. I am on the wrong level. I was on a lower level. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my dad's like in the room across from us?
No, he's across the hall. Follow the bouncing
Okay.
light. Yeah.
Cause like
Oops.
my thing is
Your sister is a floor down.
yeah. It's like as much as I want to deal with dad if he's sleeping, I worry that telling him stuff might compromise the mission. And I
he's
don't know.
blind. I mean, you know also that the rat said that the two other tall ladies visit him occasionally. So you could pretend to be Amelia.
I could. I do have
I have
one
a
spell slot
question.
left.
Hmm.
I've heard the fake Amelia speak, right?
Yep.
Can I mimic her voice?
If you want to.
If he's blind, he's not going to know who's talking. And you can just tell me what to say, and I can relay the information to him through Amelia's voice, your old one, I guess.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You have things at your disposal, or you could just go and see your dad.
I wasn't prepared for this.
Throwing out options. Feel like you're going to get mad if I suggest this, but it would behoove me to say so. if you want, you can go reconcile with your father while we kidnap your sister.
Do you think you can do that quietly is the thing.
Well, it
She thinks
depends
she's
on
being-
how heavy a sleeper she is.
Okay, don't knock out my sister.
No. But she would waken, and then I assume if there were invisible strangers grabbing her, she would scream.
Yeah,
So-
Oh.
probably.
Do I know what Amelia looks like? I can just pretend to be Amelia
True.
and take the
Yeah.
sister.
Ah.
Fair. You would have to get her back up here to get out properly. So, yeah, there's changeling superpowers going on here. You could.
My thing is like I don't know what I would say to my dad is the thing. It's just like I don't know how much he knows. And I'm just like our relationship was not the best.
Sure.
I kind of just want to prioritize the sister right now, and I don't know if that makes me an asshole.
I mean, this is the decision of the time, right?
Yep.
You know he's not doing well. You know he's probably fairly weak. You know he's not running affairs anymore.
Mhm.
I mean, he might just think you're another servant for all you know. Like, you know, you don't sound like Amelia anymore. So,
I'm thinking to Emery, her priority would be her sister, honestly.
sure.
I think getting her out is a priority. And then we're still in Waterdeep. We can always come back. I mean, not always, but he's not in danger of dying tonight, is he?
You don't know. You haven't seen him. You keep hearing that he's bad.
Mm. I feel like the sister is a higher priority. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get the sister. We have to come back up here anyway. On our way out, I'll talk to my fantasy dad, and then we'll skedaddle. That's the
Skedaddle.
plan. Skedaddle.
All right. Instead of dragging you all through this fantasy house, because it is difficult to move around in Tailspire sometimes, why don't we use our imagination to say you go one floor below? Now, how do you approach your sister's room?
I'm
Are
gonna
you going to
turn
be the
my-
one
I'm gonna-
talking? Do you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
disguise
gonna-
yourself?
I'm gonna disguise myself as Amelia first.
Okay.
My last first level spell slot of the day.
For the record, I'm going to turn invisible.
Hell yeah.
I'll just stealth around.
Stealth around.
Stealth around, stealth around, stealth around, stealth around.
Do you want me to roll right now for that?
Sure. It's probably going, you're probably going to knock it out of the park, but
Well, unless I get a 1 again.
no such thing as natural one failures in this game, so
Hold on, math. It is a 13.
13 is fine. Yeah. You're as stealthy as anyone else would be in this house, probably. But yeah, you get to your sister's chambers, and you can open the door and you can enter, and you can see her there sleeping.
Yep, I will go in and I'll just kind of walk up to her bed and I'll just kind of like, so she's asleep.
Mhm.
Just kind of gently, like, kind of put my hand on her shoulder. Nina,
Mm.
Nina, wake up.
Amelia, what are you doing in my bedroom?
Hey, kiddo. Hey, we gotta. I can't tell you much. We gotta go do something. Okay? Can you get up?
All right. She sits up a little bit and she rubs her eyes. She looks at you. You haven't called me kiddo in like a year and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Well, come on. I'll explain later, but we gotta go. Okay?
All right. She gets up and she puts on like an overcoat
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We're going on a little trip. You just need to stay quiet, okay?
Do I need my shoes?
Yeah, put your shoes on.
Okay. And she takes off her slippers and she puts on her actual shoes. And then puts on, instead of a house coat, she puts on like an actual walking out coat.
Yeah. It's like, okay, cool. Let's go. And I'm just gonna just walk back the way we came. It's like, just be real quiet, okay? I know you're sleepy. Just don't worry about it.
You're being weirder than usual.
I promise I will tell you what's going on in a little
Let's see
bit.
if I can find like a decent model for your sister. Let me grab that stuff. Where is this? Elf. Where's an elf girl? Well, listen. I guess I'll use this one and I'll make her tiny. I mean, she's not that tiny anymore, I suppose.
She's like 13, something like that.
Small. No. She's
That's
small.
very tiny.
Yeah, we'll just say she's that big. She's this lady. Okay, so you can. Yeah, you got her up here, and she's. I mean, at this point, I don't think Maldris, you could avoid being seen if you're getting ready to go out the window with her. Like, who's your friend?
Fine.
Was it
Oh,
one of the other people that you bring over sometimes?
Yeah, friend of mine. They're cool.
Okay.
Just
here to help.
Yep. And so I think at this point I'm gonna like, hey, I've been a little checked out. How's Dad doing?
You saw him earlier today. You know he's not
Yeah.
good.
No, I know. Okay. Can you all take her downstairs? Here, Mal, why don't you, can you take her, and then Wrath, you stay with me.
Okay.
There's another person in here?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to startle you. I'm invisible right now. Not usually.
I mean, yeah, you bring over such strange people lately.
I know. I'm sorry. I promise again, I will explain everything, but just give me 10 more minutes, okay? This is Maldris. They're cool, okay? They're going to be super nice to you,
Yeah.
and we're going to be really quiet, okay?
And you're not gonna hurt me for messing up your shoes earlier today?
What? No, gods no. What? No.
Okay.
Listen, we'll talk, okay? We'll talk. Just go.
Okay. And I think you easily all climb down with this other person. Because I'm worried if you roll low, you'll drop the child. So, if Wrath got to stay with you, Maldris is going down with the child.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
I'm just going to creep over into Dad's room.
Okay.
Just kinda,
Let's get you all the way over to dear old Dad's room. Oh, Wrathgother is stuck on a torch. There you go. What?
That's diegetic.
Torches, the one remedy to invisibility.
Yeah, so you come into the room, and you can see in his bed there's like a big dark lump that is probably your dad. And he's got like a pitcher of water nearby and a bit of food, and you hear the squeaking of rats running away very quickly. And burning from outside, you hear, oh shit, scatter! The tall lady's here.
Wait, is that somebody bad coming, or is that what is that?
And the tall lady's here with somebody else. We don't know. We can't see him, but we can smell her. She's big.
Oh no! What do they smell like?
Like handfuls of flour. It's
okay. No, that's my group. They're okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Keep vigilant.
Not just like flour, like specifically handfuls of it.
Handfuls of flour. Some deeply forgotten history. I don't know. I'm getting whiffs of regret. I don't.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's not them.
Can someone smell loud?
Let me tell you. So yeah, you see a shift under the covers.
Mhm. Papa?
Who's there? Who's there?
Just for the record, I'm gonna step outside of the room and give them some privacy and keep watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, thank you. Sorry to wake you. How are you feeling?
I'm as good as an old man can when he's dying. Well, it is Amelia, right? He reaches out like he's going to touch you.
Yep. And I take his hand. Although
it feels
his
strange.
nice self would be different. He can see the illusion, but he can't see it because he's blind, and my hand would feel different, probably.
Your voice also would sound different still. The disguise self doesn't disguise your voice.
I'm doing my very best impression of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Should have gotten Tim to do it. Tim does a great impression.
Hey-ho.
Hi.
No.
I'm angry. Hi, Dad.
Kill, laser beams, kill.
Yeah, he goes, oh, you feel a little different. Are you all right?
I've been better.
Mm.
There's so much I feel like I should say, but I don't know how to say any of it with you believing me. And
It's a pretty good insight on your dad's part. He props himself up on his elbows, probably more movement that he has seen in a while. And he looks over at you, but you can tell like his eyes are all like milky. They haven't seen anything in quite some time. He says, oh Lord, that really is you, isn't it? It's been a while.
yeah, it has.
Where have you been? What happened to you?
I tried to come back. I did. Guards wouldn't believe me. They threw me out. And I don't look like myself anymore. And no one believed me when I tried to explain what happened.
You think I couldn't tell the difference between that monster and my daughter? You're dead wrong.
I've been trying to figure things out. So I could come back and kick that thing's ass. And I'm sorry I was gone for so long.
It's hard.
I came to get Nina out. We had an opportunity, and I felt like I know she can't be doing well with whatever's going on.
That's true.
Do you want to come too? We have a circle. We can.
I may still look like the strong man you knew, but I could barely walk if you tried. Oh, I'm fine here. Nothing more can happen to me than what they've already done.
If I take Nina, are they going to do something to you?
Oh, they've already done it. Don't worry, dear.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. You were already replaced when they started poisoning my food.
What do you know about them? I'm gonna put this right. I swear. I still don't have a lot of information. Is there anything that you know?
Your uncle and I dug up some information as best we could. while we still could. As soon as we knew that I was being poisoned, somehow we were... Ulrich has always been good at finding information. There's a group in town called the Children of the Arthropod. Do you know them?
Unfortunately.
Some of their sects are perfectly fine as far as we could tell. They're sort of a loose organization of the lost and the desperate, but something about this group in town, something about their leadership specifically, it's different. They bring in wandering souls, and then they use them for spy networks, and it's just something fundamentally different about this group, and I don't know what it is. They keep talking about a plan and how it went well enough. I couldn't figure out what it was until I saw that thing walking around in your skin.
Do you know what it is?
What they are. It's never the same person.
There's more than one?
I don't know how they did it. There's a whole host of them in there.
That makes things complicated.
She signed away my powers. There's currently no mask of the family. They're waiting for me to die for her to take it.
Is there... I mean, if word got out that she's some kind of imposter, then surely something would happen, right?
At the moment, Ulrich would have taken it, but he's been deemed a renegade, so it would probably go to your sister. Or another family would get it. This is the right time for it. Any of them could be scheming. Lord knows the Aldumrags have been wanting to get back onto the scene for quite some time. Your sister's even marrying one of them soon.
What?
Or rather,
Okay.
I suppose you are. Sorry, I get you confused with your sister sometimes.
Okay, well, that's a lot to unpack. How much do we care about the masked leadership? I mean, maybe one of the other families should take it. Whatever they're planning, I just don't want them to get away with it.
That's the hard part. What would they do with a Masked Lord sponsorship? Anything.
Exactly.
They've got plans, and all I know is I'd rather be rid of them.
Trust me, me too. The whole reason I came back is I'm gonna figure out who did this to me and make him suffer the same fate, if I can.
Of course. Always the dutiful daughter.
Is there anything I can do for you? I hate to leave, but
Oh, you have other things. I got to see you one last time. It was enough for me.
might not be the last time if you can hold in. If we can take care of this soon enough, maybe.
I'm not out of this yet. As long as they keep bringing me the good wine, I should be okay. Amelia? Bring the whole thing down.
Count on it. And I'm gonna slip out of the room. No, I'm gonna hug him first, and then I'll slip out of the room.
You hug him, and he hugs you back, but he's weak, and he's also, you remember your dad as this sort of like, he was an elf, so he wasn't exactly the most like thick, gigantic man you've ever seen in your life, but anyone who has ever had a family member get protracted sickness will know this feeling. He is so much smaller than you remember him being.
Mhm. I'll figure this out. and there will be hell to pay for the people who did this. Every single fucking one of them. All right.
Do you have horns?
Yeah, it's a bit of a long story. I think I might have stolen a devil's body in the comeback bit of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really look like I used to. That we're gonna figure that part out too.
Your mother would not approve, let me tell you.
No, well, her approval is not gonna change anything at this point.
I suppose.
I didn't do it on purpose.
But you're right, you should leave. The other one comes back
Do you know where
into
she
the
goes?
house. Out into the town. Ulrich tried to follow her a couple of times and it got him house arrested.
Okay. Well, I should go. The others are waiting downstairs. We're gonna try and find Ulrich.
Be careful.
I will. You too. And I'll give him a kiss on the forehead and slip out of the
Aw.
room. Ah!
Surprise emotions.
Ah! Lure you in with the shenaniganery of the butt crown, and then boom, back to the emotional shit.
Hey guys, remember this? Remember when this was on the screen?
It's been so long.
Yeah, unless you both talk about anything in the silence, you go back to the antechamber and climb out the window.
I don't think I'd have anything to say at this point. Just focus on getting out.
All right.
Get down, get around to the teleportation circle and head out.
Absolutely. You are back at the force of the teleportation circle. Your sister is there with everyone else, and the teleportation circle has been keyed in. I think you guys just kind of like take the 20 essentially by doing this sort of stuff. And it's ready to go. It's keyed into Ulrich. And your sister's like,
let's go.
your friends are very weird. That one keeps yelling at the walls in a squeaky voice.
Yeah,
Sparks- Sparks
It's
is
best-
definitely doing the thing, the like dog thing where he's like, oh my gosh, a new person. I need to sniff every part of their body.
Yeah.
Oh no, the rats are saying that they're feeling really sick because they've been eating his food this whole time.
Oh no!
Oh, there was something in that food. Ah, God.
Yeah, also, I've been meaning to say something about that. If he's really sick, you should probably do something about the rats. Just a note.
Yeah. Vernon, can you tell him to maybe go bother some other nobles?
Oh yeah, sure. Is there anyone in particular that I should direct them to?
Who's an asshole in this town?
Lots of them. Lots of assholes.
I'll just pick a rival family and say, yeah, they've got some like real good like cheese and whatever.
They don't like
Yeah,
cheese.
rats
That's a
love cheese.
stereotype.
Make a persuasion check in general.
Me or Vernon?
Vernon.
Hold on a sec. Persuasion. Boopity boop boopity boop. Wow, that's an 11.
And 11? And like, I don't know. Listen, we're going to finish out the night here and then we'll go scouting and we'll see if it's okay. There are other
Okay,
rat families we got to talk about, you know? You don't just go into another person's turf.
I mean, we go everywhere. Would you like to go on an adventure with us?
Vernon, come on.
No,
Hold on, hold on.
No.
No.
We don't
Oh.
adventure with rats.
Yeah, but there's so much good food out there.
We want to eat
Imagine all the
food
different
and be
kinda
snuggly boys. That's the whole thing rats like to do.
Oh, okay. Well, again, just be careful about this
Ask
food.
them if they want to live inside the dog.
Oh, would you like to live inside a dog with like a mushroom and my other hand?
All right, this is giving me a headache. I'm gonna log off or
It could
whatever
be the
this is.
poison.
I'm gonna
Vernon, come on.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for your
the
help.
teleportation
Goodbye.
circle keys in. Shoof, it's open.
All right, let's go.
Do you push your sister in first, or do you go in first? What's up?
I'm taking her by the hand and leading her in.
Okay. Your sister passes through a little bit ahead of you, just a little bit. and you have to let go of the hand as the teleportation happens. Because why not?
You son of a bitch.
Jay,
will
I
kill
swear
you.
to you.
And this is happening mostly because someone is trying to come in from the other side. It's the end of the episode. You all know what time it is. It's time for the patented Jay's an asshole. Amelia von Arcelene steps through the portal, and it closes behind her as she shuts it off with a wave of her hand. I knew someone was tampering. Where did you send my sister?
Swords out.
And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Ah!
I've seen double. 4 Emerys.
Ah!
You think I could stop myself from doing something?
No,
When
I
you
knew
got to
you were
your
up to
house?
some sus shit. You're always up to some sus shit.
And yet we keep coming back for more.
Jay,
Yes.
Jay.
Yes.
Ah!
I'm gonna go see him later, and I'll punch him for all
It's
of
true.
you.
I'll get a punch
Please
later on
do.
tonight.
Can,
Yep.
can I also the
Mhm.
the way she spoke was very strange. That doesn't really sound like how she should be speaking. Is there
you
another voice
say
you might
Kermit
want
the
to
Frog,
use?
I will.
Oh yeah,
My,
that's
what an
true.
assembled visage of criminals in
No!
my house.
No.
We have to.
I guess it
you
is
have
my
throw
time to
gasoline on the
destroy
fire,
you
but,
all.
Mm. Rose, I know you're watching. Kill him.
She's gonna come after me. She's gonna do it. We are gonna take a break for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And if I am still alive at the end of that, you will see us on the couch for some questions. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We are back. Welcome to the couch where we talk about things on the couch. I'm gonna do this just so we've got some nice little background music from the Von Arselian estate. Lovely place, everybody. Lovely place at Von Arselian estate. Amazing, well furnished. It's got at least 4 servants for every sick old man. It's wonderful. Man.
Just a beautiful, beautiful sprawling estate, really, goes on forever as far as the eye can see.
Bit of a pest control issue.
Yeah, kind of, but it's important to have
And there are rats.
flora and fauna.
There are rats.
I did notice while we were in there too, that there was like a whole like bunch of mushrooms kind of gathered like towards the house, and I was like, oh, I wonder.
Your sister had a little tiny mushroom garden, yeah. Anyhow, welcome all of you to the question period. So yes, if as the mod said in chat, if you want to ask any questions, please write question in front of it if you can. I would appreciate it because that'll be what I grab from the comments. My question button, the thing that let it pop up on the screen, unfortunately, that app is dead on arrival. Sadness. I don't have anything that displays questions anymore. I will have to find a replacement somehow. That being said, we could start off with any questions that people on the couch have for each other or me. That is perfectly fine while we wait for questions from the audience to filter in. How's everybody feeling? Does anyone have any questions?
I got one.
Yeah.
All right. I've been noodling this over, and just help me complete this formula. Emery is Dennis. Rethgirther is Mac. Who is everybody else? I have feelings, but I'd be interested to hear other people's thoughts.
Which one's the wild card again?
Charlie.
That's definitely me.
Which piece of media are we referencing here?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Ah. Which one did you say that I was?
Dennis?
The leader / angry guy / potential serial killer.
I'll take it.
I have no idea anything about this, so I'm out.
I would love to be Danny DeVito's character.
See, I was thinking
Man.
that Vernon would be Frank.
I would be Frank too. I would
That's
be
fair.
honored to be Frank.
And Tim would be Charlie, in my opinion.
Well, I think Tim would
Zoe,
be.
what
Tim would be
thoughts?
I think
You-
Tim would be Frank because Tim is short.
Yeah. I feel like Tim isn't as like she's
Stupid?
chaotic. Yeah, she's chaotic, but she doesn't have the like malicious nature.
That's specifically why I chose Charlie, though, because Charlie is the least malicious of all of them.
Really?
He's the most good-natured by far. It's a low bar to clear.
Yeah, perhaps.
Too true.
That's pretty
Always
good.
Sunny in Waterdeep.
It's always sunny in Waterdeep. God damn. Waterdeep is Philadelphia. Strange. Let's see here. We do have I'll take a question from chat and then I'll move back to us. First
There's
one
a
comes
lot of
from
questions from chat
there
right now.
is. It's already good. Loner Evie asks, correct me if I'm wrong, but has Rethgirther always been a half-orc or did her mysterious backstory make her one?
No, always.
Yeah, she's always been a half-orc. Yeah.
She's I chose the largest class.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah. If you all remember in some of Rethgirther's memories of what happened, she was a half-orc woman in a traveling troupe.
I can tell you kind of my thinking on that was you always see like a half-orc barbarian. And I kind of wanted to subvert that a little by having her be like actually this theater kid who from like a rich family of like academics that longed for adventure, and so she embodied this character that was and that was before it became a like legacy that was passed down to people magically somehow.
Good stuff. Let's take one from Koi the Fish. Is there anything Mal misses specifically about their home?
Oh,
Probably lots of stuff, right?
probably, yeah. Like, they used to live with their like little family.
Mhm.
And there was also their way of life. They went into a whole new plane and started to have to learn a whole bunch of new rules. So they just miss everything about like how they grew up and how they were before. It's like entirely new for them. It's like going into a new country and being completely culture shocked. And Mal's just having to deal with it. It's great.
So what you're saying is Maldris is Superman in this particular instance, is what's going on here.
No.
I mean, you haven't been in the sun enough. I think you should kind of do some sunbathing, see what happens. Maybe you'll get the ability to fly and shoot lasers out of your eyes. Just saying.
Will you give it to me?
I mean, if you really want it,
Mal
we'll
goes
figure
into
it
the
out.
sun.
Yeah.
I mean, even if
The
they
question-
don't, gold kryptonite should be able to help you.
Right. Yeah, that
I
would
mean,
work.
if Sparks can get upgrades to fly and shoot lasers, then I feel like it's only fair
And
that all of
fucking
the other
Vernon-
party members can too.
Vernon can lick things and absorb them and learn
I was
spells.
gonna say, the question is, does Vernon believe that Maldris can fly?
Yeah, listen, I've been sort of just giving everybody whatever the hell they want this whole time. Why should you be any different?
Yeah, I want to be able to cast Power Word Kill.
On who? Who exactly? Who would you want to?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain doppelganger wearing my skin that I would love to just
murder?
blast.
Blast. Speaking of, we got a question from Supernova Blade and from Sly Fox that are essentially the same thing. Which of the What's Left of Us crew wants to have my head on a platter most because of today's session? And also,
I'm raising
how
my
could
hand,
I?
but you can't
Yeah,
tell.
exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say probably
Mhm,
Star.
I'm raising my hand.
I think
I
you
feel
can
like it's always Star.
safely say it's usually Star, and if not, if it
Mhm.
isn't, then all we have to do is goad Jay into doing the Kermit the Frog voice.
That's
Yeah.
true. It is very easy for me to do that. Yes. I am nothing if not beholden to the bit. Mhm. And also, Star's face actually does scrunch up like Kermit's, and I will hold to that.
I will destroy you. I will destroy you with my bare hand. Don't you hard hands at me. Don't you hard hands at me.
Let's see here. So Emery was an elf before she was turned into a tiefling? No, she was a rage monster. Yeah,
No,
she
that's
was an
the
elf.
new update.
Yeah.
But no, so Amelia, Emery's past life, quote unquote, she was Amelia, who was an elf, yes, elven nobility. And then when she was soul yoinked, I guess,
For
stole
technical
the
term.
body of a devil, and so now she's a tiefling. Although I don't think she's technically a tiefling, I think technically she's got a full devil. I don't know if that
She's a-
comes with anything that we just haven't
Yeah.
figured out yet. But
Shift
yeah.
wings.
Not. She hasn't tried.
She's a girl. She should have them.
yeah, Jake and I have wings.
You want wings? Listen,
Kinda.
you found out that you have a literal devil's body and did nothing with that for like a whole year.
She's had a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, like, in her defense, I found out that my dog might be God, and I haven't done anything about it either.
That's
This is the
that's
party of, like,
yeah.
delay. Like, we're just gonna worry about that later. Just push it down the road.
I don't
Also-
know. Rathgirther found out that she is like some of her delusions are actually true, and she's just been vibing with it. Vernon found out that he could do whatever basically he wants, and he's been licking doors and cutting off his hand ever since. So
To be fair, I've been dealing with turning into a mushroom. I've been putting that off. So anything
true.
else, I can kind of take in stride.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
However, Jay, you also have to consider it's fresh in my brain because I just had a conversation with my dad about, oh yeah, I kind of stole a devil bod and now I'm going to go face to face with my fucking doppelganger. So maybe there's, potential for cool drama and awakening new abilities since I think this is, well, no, we fought the Archfey, but it's like the first probably big fight since then. And maybe I get wings next time because I've tried. Blink,
I'm
blink.
just saying this. You should try. Maybe you should try about it. Question from Schlups: how does one spell Rathgirther correctly? I think Schlups, you spelt it as it was originally written down. It's on the plate right in front of Mildred.
RATHGRITHR.
You're probably if you're really going to say the whole thing a little bit phonetically, probably I suppose you don't use the R in the end. It's more of like a suffix that Icelandic. Yeah, exactly. Yep. But like we're Anglophonizing a lot of things here. We're flying by the seat of our pants. It's perfectly fine.
For the record, I just put an R in front of the name of a Viking character that inspired the character that I basically ripped off to make Rathgurthur, which is Wigfrid in Don't Starve Together.
That's right. Yeah. Good stuff. Honestly. The very operatic feeling we've been trying to keep with it for a while now. I love it, to be honest. I'd only been able to use it with the Slug Prince so far.
I love dropped the Sand Serpent.
It's true.
That in there.
Now I've got a Sand Serpent I can use if you guys ever go out to the desert.
And the guy who married his horse was the King of Giants who married his horse? Was that the...
Yeah, that was the Slug King that you got to marry his horse. That's why the Slug Prince was after you. Slug King is,
I thought it was a
mad.
slime.
Slime, sorry. No, it was Slug. It was Slug.
Was it?
No, you're confused because I'm Slime.
Yeah, Mildred would never double copyright, because there's a thing, they'd have to like. You know what? I'm not going to get into YouTube copyright stuff.
I don't turn my back on Slime, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Let's see here. Question: how difficult was the transition from Amelia to Emery?
The A spelling is correct.
Yes.
But yeah, she did not take it well. From my understanding, because we haven't like role played this, but Jay and I have talked about it. She essentially just woke up in a meteor with no idea where in a crater. Sorry,
meteor's the other one.
No idea where the hell she was. Wandered into a town, tried to convince them that she's nobility. They all laughed at her. She had no monies. Had to work for a couple weeks in order to get money to to get passage back to Waterdeep. She got there. Everybody at her house laughed in her face and kicked her the fuck out. It was just a never-ending cascade of rage building until eventually she just fucking snapped and went on a murder rampage, and that's where we find ourselves now.
Rampage, very very Archer-esque rampage. Let's see here. Why Eli is the swamp villain? Well, you see, first of all, we laid the foundation for this butt crown joke all the way back at the slopes of Valasso. And as with everything else, yeah, exactly. Everyone else thought it was a joke. This Mildred and I were on the same page. Mildred says something, I make it real. This is what happens. So, my wife printed out that last year. And I was intending on you guys getting to that in Halloween, which would have been much funnier. However, things progress the way they did. Listen, as a DM, you guys should all know that sometimes your players will just do stuff. And so you have to be prepared for that stuff to happen.
Like maybe you give them a teleportation circle to the next encounter, and instead they decide they're going to go to Waterdeep, and you're going to have to improv an incredibly emotional conversation with someone's dying father.
Yeah, listen, that's I'm not gonna lie, that's difficult. But it's not impossible.
You gave us the option. Did you think we would not do that?
If you
did you think we were just gonna jump into the random teleportation circle that was gonna go wherever the
honestly,
fuck?
We always think things through. We don't just cut off limbs and throw
wanted so bad.
Yeah, I was honestly 50-50. Yeah, honestly 50-50. But that's why you don't give them the option if you don't want them to take the option. So that's my DM tip for all of you. But basically, I have had Eli trying to find them this whole time. Like, I gave them some time while he was searching for stuff, but actually they could have run into him at Valasso. You know those bandits? He was leading those bandits. If you guys had gone to the bandit hideout, he would have been there like, these are my boys, and I got them. They were upset like I was, and they're helping me find a very powerful artifact, and then you guys would have fought. He would have run away. So... Yeah, that's how often, like, Eli was on your trail, and you guys just kept doing things like running down the opposite side of the volcano in a dead sprint because I just sticked a multi-dimensional superhero after you. So
Yep.
So what you're telling us is that we totally could have had this as our NPC party member this whole time
there's always options.
with the butt crown making constant appearances.
Do we want to talk about the cameo that he made in our Thursday game that was giving me a giggle?
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
conversation, incidentally, that he was referencing when he was in the prison, that was in like the first 2 or 3 episodes of the Thursday game we play. When Tony saw this angry little gnome in a cell next to Beyonce's. Beyonce is the Knoll that they adopted.
Oh my God. You just,
Yeah.
I just realized you set us up so perfectly. He was in a cell.
Mhm.
We could have made a lot of incel jokes, like the word incel.
Oh no.
That's
Could
the
have
vibe
been, that's
I
like
gave
that's how
him.
it came about
Yeah.
in this world. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I'm so sorry. I'm slow on the uptake today.
No, it's okay. Listen, there's also more time to noodle on this later. You could have, honestly, it wouldn't be out of character for Rathgar to just stop while you are walking somewhere and go, incel!
Wait.
It's
Yeah, it's that, and I realized about the time that we decided not to take an intermission halfway through
Mm.
that we really should have had Vernon lick the butt crown.
That would've
We
been-
didn't have the
yeah,
butt
interesting.
crown.
I know, but he
It was
just
right
had to
there.
lick it, you know?
Yeah, for the meme. Had to
A little
happen.
taste.
Yeah, for
Well-
fun.
I've heard of ass kissing, but
I'm not going to yuck anyone's
Is
yum.
that like the lick the toilet seat challenge?
I'm sorry. What are the teens doing now?
Yeah, there was like
It's
during
safer
when
than Tide
COVID
Pods.
was first a thing, people on TikTok were like filming themselves licking toilet seats, and some lady got COVID from it.
Jeez.
That does not. I'm surprised the COVID was all they got.
Yeah.
I think
lot
it
of
was
funny
also
looks,
like a
too, I imagine.
plain toilet seat too, if I remember correctly.
Sure. Anyways,
Someone help Gen Z.
they're not okay. It's a
No.
problem.
Yeah.
We're
The kids
not okay,
aren't all
but they're
right.
not okay. The
Mm.
kids aren't all right sometimes, and it's okay to not be all right.
The kids have always not been all right, but now they can share the fact that they're
That's right.
doing stupid things, and then other people can try it
Yeah.
too.
Honestly, can't relate because I think I speak for all millennials when I say that we never did anything embarrassing.
Yeah, we're
Nope,
all
Never.
cool all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's back in the atmosphere.
Okay, no, we're not reprising this. We're gonna get demonetized.
Nah, it's what's left of his version.
After all that work I held you at gunpoint to do to get the monetization working.
It's true.
Drops
It's true.
of Jupiter Jay's version.
That's true. Listen, the whatever band saying that, get back to me. Will.
Train, I believe.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Train.
was gonna say
Sure.
we'll call
Train!
it Train and
You have an in-universe
No.
version called Chew?
No,
No, down. Stop
Train.
it.
What I
Train,
meant-
call me.
sure.
This is a marketing deal that's good for
No.
you.
Chew,
You do have to
No.
change your name to Chew, but other
Yeah.
than that,
Yeah.
Chew. Let's
our
you
new
have
band
the
name.
opportunity to do the
Chew
funniest thing in the
version.
world right now. Let's see here. What happened to the Slug King's horse and wife husband? It's a loveless marriage. It was entirely a political convenience. The horse is honestly taken over the throne mostly at this point, doing all the actual work of ruling.
the important part is they are still married.
They are, yes. There's no way the horse would give up that sort of power. Are you kidding me? They come from a non-noble horse lineage.
And
Straight
let this
up.
be a lesson. If you're gonna marry your horse, get a prenup.
Got a prenup, right? The Slug King is screwed. Like,
It's not an issue of trust. It's just you want to have that stuff settled out because you never know how you're gonna feel.
exactly, right? Even if you think you love each other right now, it's very important. Does Rathgurther know how to spell her own name? No, she never learned how to read. Sorry,
The-
Rathgurther.
That she would say that she doesn't.
That's true.
I mean, she can't even read.
One of these times we're going to come up against like Rathgurther has to sign a contract or something like that, and then we all learn that she knows how to write.
I have been waiting for an opportunity since the campaign began to just.
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, but like literally, like I've been just like anytime there's like a sign, I'm like, I want to pounce on it and be like, Rathgurther says like, oh, see that, or but it's like they're remarkably free of text. This campaign.
I just remember you said I kind of ruined that opportunity for you in like one of the earliest episodes, like when we found Eli's contract or something. And I was just like, no, burn it immediately.
That's right. You were gonna read it out loud.
It's amazing that like I have this. I've fallen into a party of people who the entire like bit of the character is how obvious a lie it is. And I've maybe traveled with the only group of people who they might not all believe her, but like none of them are interested in questioning it whatsoever.
I just want you to know that if Tim ever figures it out, she is going to be heartbroken.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough.
It is going to break her heart.
Yeah,
even more than her missing parents.
That doesn't break her heart at all.
She's not sad about that.
Not at all.
She's
Not even a little
pissed.
bit. She's pissed. Yeah. I think the funny part is, I think Mildred, I've said this to the others. I know you probably picked up on it, but basically there was this back and forth where I would give you a hook and you would refuse to take it, and then you started to take the hooks like around Velasso or so, and so I did this thing. I was like, what if I keep throwing things that confirm your character's mindset? So now I just don't know where I am really.
Well, because here's the problem: I'm not refusing the hooks. I'm playing it character-wise, right? Rathgurther would like for her, it's not just a lie; it's a delusion, right? So to her, she needs to believe it. She wouldn't respond rationally. She would just kind of be in her head about it. So it's not like I am making the decision to like shut down that part of the story. It's like I'm waiting for a consequence that just never happens because I just keep getting lucky.
Yeah, no. Sorry if I worded that wrong. I didn't mean to say you were shutting me down. I meant to say that, you just your character. I would feed the hooks, and then the character would be like, I legit just don't want to do that though. And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
If you see a plot hook, run the fuck away.
Yeah. And it's just so funny to me that that's where we are right now, especially with the slime prints. Like I've had that in my back pocket for quite some time, just waiting for the moment where you were just like, maybe I should actually look into what this is, because maybe it's an actual problem. And then I sent the slime prints at you at that exact moment just to reinforce the delusions. I like this question from Supernova Blade. Just what? Just what? I feel like that's a pretty good. It's literally the first word in our name is what. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone on the couch have any questions to some similar nature?
Not a question, but a comment. We were talking about we've like discussed this on voice calls before, but it's just so funny how both campaigns that I am in with you are 1 minute it is the silliest shit you can possibly imagine. And then within the same session, we are all fucking crying over something.
Versatility.
I had a question for the DM. What are the chances that Eli is actually able to reform the dragon?
I don't know. A lot of people. This is exactly what Star was just talking about. This is exactly what Star was just talking about. I had a silly premise about a dragon who was kind of in their teens and kind of lost and confused and doing some bad stuff to break it up. And then I had this concept smashed together with Eli, who is on their own road to redemption. And now we're getting to the part where they might, as a group, decide to be each other's support system and move on to some better and bigger things and say something really sweet about the and that is entirely based on me going, hey, wouldn't it be funny if Eli had like a butt count and was on top of a dragon?
I want them to be like I want them to become heroes so bad. I need them, like, while we're off fucking around and doing our own shit, I want them to save the world.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
They're the true protagonists of this story.
Yes.
Surprise.
I want it to be
That's
like
what I
in
was
Brave-
kind of leaning into with the because you mentioned that he saved a family,
Yeah.
and I love the idea of like this little dork who's so dedicated to the idea of being like this arch villain, and he's following around this group of adventurers trying to get them, and he's miserably bad at it. But along the way, he's doing all these incredible feats that he doesn't even pay attention to because they're not part of his goal, so he doesn't even value it. You know,
Right? Yeah, that says a lot about the stuff that you do that you don't even realize you do, folks. Remember, you're doing something good for people you don't even realize you're doing.
Aw.
What crown? Sweet thing happening. I told you. Versatility.
It's the like sandwich.
It's the sandwich. It's the butt
Butts
sandwich.
on either
Butt
end.
sandwich.
It's
Nice
yeah,
up in the middle.
that's it.
that's the storytelling philosophy of What's Left of Us is a butt sandwich.
It's-
If anyone asks you to explain that to them, don't.
Do not.
And now we're gonna 3D print that too,
that-
right?
That's got to be on our first shirt. Storytelling
No.
philosophy of What's Left of Us is a butt
No,
sandwich.
because if we
Just
make
a
merch
cheap
about it, then I'm gonna
flavor.
have to deal with it.
Oh my god, beautiful. Hey Ron, what's your cat's name? The audience wants to know. Sorry, before Mildred continues.
This cat is called Scaredy, which it kind of belies him in general because he's getting up on camera and stuff like that.
Mhm.
The other one that you
That's
might see running around is named Stinky, and that's because he's a little stinker.
So you have 2 cats named after my content?
Yes.
Big fan.
Yeah, exactly. This is I didn't expect to be involved in a party playing Dungeons and Dragons with you someday. So
Crazy.
I know.
What are the odds?
Sorry, Mildred, I interrupted you before with you were gonna say
Oh
something
no, I
before
was just going to antagonize Star at the moment has passed.
Okay. Good,
Oi.
good. It's so good though. So fun. Let's see here.
I'm in
Who
pain.
for question for the group, who is everyone's favorite or most hated NPC? It's up to you. You've run across a few of them. It's true.
There's a lot of good ones.
Mm.
I mean, Sparks is the cop-out answer, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Sparks is not an NPC. I control Sparks for now.
Sort of.
I think.
For now. I mean, unless you were referring to Dream Sparks, who was obviously a completely different NPC.
Is the cop-out answer for me my parents? Because
In terms of most hated?
them.
Yeah.
I do really like Eli.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
He wormed his way into my heart pretty quick.
He is. Would you still love him if he was a worm? He's a worm right now, is the problem.
Spoiler.
Yes, and I would walk without rhythm.
WYRM?
Walk without rhythm the entire time. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I also think Eli.
Eli? I gave you a whole grandmother.
I haven't talked to her in like 2 years.
What about your what about your patron?
My patron's pretty cool too, but like, he's not a bumbling idiot.
Fair. Bumbling idiots are pretty fun.
Obviously, I have a type.
That's right.
I'm pretty pissed off at Randy right now.
Yeah. To be fair,
Yeah.
Randy was like partially made to annoy you a little tiny bit while still being endearing, so
I know. Because I haven't liked him the whole time. I do not like Randy, and I have not been quiet about that.
that's good. You shouldn't like Randy. Randy's a bad person. That's why he's dead.
That's why he's
I
dead.
hope he got
Everyone-
brutally
yeah.
murdered in our
So
early
take
wedding.
that. Everyone who has ever died is a bad person.
It's a bad person.
Just so
that's
you know.
that's the. I'm going with classic D&D morality systems here. Everyone who dies is bad. Period.
Mhm.
I also really liked the fire element. The elemental.
Oh yeah, the
That was
Elemental. He was kind of cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
also
someone
like any
mentioned-
character that has like the Brooklyn accent.
Someone mentioned the rats and fucking the Kenny the Kenku.
Yeah. The
Minnie
ones
is
that all
pretty
have the
great.
Brooklyn accent.
Someone mentioned in the comments Tammy, the mimic.
Oh,
Okay, that's my
yeah.
real answer.
True.
Least favorite, my parents. Most favorite, the fucking mimic.
Right. Star's most favorite has to be the llama.
He's dead where he belongs. I can't believe that I finally got to reunite with my sister and then you yoinked her away from me immediately.
How could you not have seen that coming?
Immediately.
How could
I'll
you?
tell you.
In
I,
hindsight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why she was like, yeah, I'm holding on to her. And you
Mhm.
just decided, no.
No.
Instead of you are doing that, how about you're not?
How about instead I do a DM thing and completely void your agency here for a second?
I will destroy you. And
Actually,
I was actually thinking we should have like sent a couple of members of the party first to make sure it was safe, and then the sister, and then the rest of the
Sure.
party. But that would have just split the party, and that would have been terrible.
Yeah, see, then that could have
I
been even
was-
better because then Emery
Yeah.
would have to face off with Amelia by herself.
Yeah, I would have 100% preferred that. That's why I was fishing for who went through first. But we'll see.
Either way, I was gonna say that Mal would be one of the ones at the back.
It's true. It's true.
Little DM tip for you there,
Yeah.
Jay. If you ever want to do something like that and you don't want the party to get mad, right?
Mm.
All you do is you have them make a roll, and it really doesn't matter what they get. You just go, "Oh no!" Like you didn't want this to happen.
oh, you got a
Oh,
26?
no.
Oh, whoops.
No. Oh, guys, I'm
Turns
sorry.
out
The
she
dice
rolled
just.
poorly.
Ooh.
see,
Oh,
I'm
Ooh.
nice to my players. When they cast banishment on a god, I let them do it.
Sounds like you've made your players weak.
You hear that, other party? You're weak.
Damn. I don't think they watch this show. But if they ever do,
Yeah, they
Missing
would
out.
if you were tougher on them.
Let's see here. There is a quick question about Ron plugging his podcast. We're going to absolutely do that at the end of the episode. Don't worry about it. And when will you start selling butt crowns? Rose did the 3D model for it. So if you guys really want it, you can
put the put like the
yeah,
print
she can fix it
file on
up. We'll put the
Ko-Fi or
STL
something.
up on our Ko-Fi, and you guys can buy it whenever you like. But yeah, just let me know. Sound off in the comments or on the Discord or whatever. Just let us know, and we'll see about finishing up that STL, making it part of our first merch. Our very first merch will be the butt crown.
No, I don't like that.
Then you're gonna have to hurry up on other merch then.
That's it. I've been trying. I've been really busy. Shut up.
Fire Drake McPhee is asking what would have happened if Emery had gone through first. That unfortunately is a secret. I cannot tell you that, unfortunately. Which makes you kind of wonder what happened to her sister now, don't you?
I will kill.
Instant death.
I will kill.
But
But I mean, like, I kind of was phrasing it like I was gonna go through first and like have her behind me.
That's true. That is true. But it was ambiguous
said
enough that
no.
I was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
no, I'm going first.
I should make this happen. Otherwise, things are going to potentially escalate or de-escalate. Could have de-escalated.
Yeah, who wants to de-escalate?
Yeah, after
We
that
definitely can do
that
in the
harrowing
first, like, hour of this
conversation
episode.
with her father, I want to de-escalate that. Come on.
Plus
So
the moment with the party too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The very sweet moment with the party and in peak frustration. I love it, honestly. That is the second time a group hug from the party has gotten Emery to cry.
It just keeps happening.
All right, so
I
when we
love-
find out that there's a monster that's weak to the tears of Emery, then we just have to give her a group hug and we will win. Got it.
You gotta wear her down first though, or else she won't let you do it.
Star is like, I'm going to make a character that
Fair
is so unlovable and angry that nobody in the party will ever sympathize with me. And then everyone in the party is like, oh, you're just, listen, I know you're just mad because you're sad. Here, have a hug. And then she just instantly breaks down.
I mean, no, like you act like
Yeah.
I intended to make like irredeemable asshole. No, she was
No,
already
yeah.
like she was always planned on like just being very, very tough outer shell, but I mean, like, she's an asshole for like self-preservation.
Mhm.
She's also like demonstrated multiple times that although she's bad at showing it, she cares about the party. Like she taught
Absolutely.
Rathgurther how to fight. You
Mhm.
know, like it's not like that came out of nowhere. Like they would have a reason to care for this person.
Very
Yeah.
much. Yeah. It's honestly, it's beautiful, and you're all very good at playing this. So let's see here. We're gonna get some last questions from both the chat and the party. I'm gonna blitz it in like 2 minutes, real quick here. Question from Supernova Blade. So the butt crown is just a literal version of the term asshat. Yes, thank you. That was the genesis of it. I'm glad you noticed.
Was it? I completely forget how we came up with that.
It was literally an
too.
offhanded yes ending while we were in the trench. You were talking about some sort of dangerous artifacts that Rathgurther has come across in her travels, and you mentioned the butt crown. And I was like, yeah, the butt crown. That's a thing. Yep. Necromantic object of great power. Will we, Sly Fox is asking, will we find out just how many folks are piloting Fake Amelia? Sure. Why not? Now that you know
what
that
the
there
fuck?
are
I thought it was just the one. Why are there more than one? Why am I a timeshare?
Isn't
I
it
hate
cool
it.
that you actually? Yeah, isn't it cool that you actually decided to talk to your dad, who had that information? I'm so glad you did. Absolutely.
So if we defeat this one, how many more are gonna come up?
I think
at
there's
us?
only one flesh bod, so I don't know what's gonna go on.
You don't know how it works. Who knows?
They could make duplicates. They didn't need to kill me though.
That's true.
think I have a theory. I don't know if I want to say it because I don't want to ruin it if it's right.
Could be right. Who knows? Who knows? Who could say?
I'll say it
will-
after
yeah.
after the couch talk because in case I'm and then I'll just you don't have to respond, Jay. I'll just watch your reaction and see.
I have already written what it is, so it won't necessarily change unless your version is way better than mine, in which case it will absolutely change. I'm nothing if not versatile. Mom said it was my turn with the flesh person. Yeah, absolutely, Doodle. Okay, so that's all the questions from the chat. Anybody from the couch have any more questions before we move on to finishing up the episode? No, everyone is.
Can't believe you have to let us make us sit in that cliffhanger for a month.
Oh man, can't you though? This is
how
hardly
out
the
of
first time.
character.
Yeah, yeah. Listen,
He's never done that before.
It's another 5-week month.
it is. It's a free pay
is
period
it?
month
Oh,
too. It's
no.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, everybody. So yes, let's finish off the evening. First of all, I want to say thank you to my lovely mods, Sam, pronouns in my bio, and Sly, Slyfox23. They're on here and they've been keeping us safe the whole time. You folks should definitely go and check out their creator pages, which are linked in the description. If the commands aren't working, folks, you can just go ahead and drop your links, please. Get them a good look, and if you feel like giving them some nice tips for helping out here today, their Ko-Fis and or Patreons will be probably linked by them as well. That being said, what else do we have here? I also want to thank, obviously, all of our members. Thank you so much for supporting the group, either by buying a Ko-Fi or buying a bit on our YouTube and Twitch. We appreciate you so much. However you feel like you want to support us, you're keeping the lights on, as it were. You are providing a bunch of pay that we use to keep the production going. So thank you so very much for liking our silly show enough to buy into it. Thank you very much, especially to those people who have also donated to the support for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. We are now at 800 out of our $1,000 goal, and that is all going to PCRF. Thank you all so much. I'm going to be making sure that closes up at the end of the day, and then we're going to figure out what else we're going to do by next month. Yeah, that's very cool of all of you. Thank you very, very, very much. That it's going to a very good cause. Am I missing anything else normal on our sign-offs before I get to all of us talking about our plugs?
Aside from that, no, I don't think so.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're all right. Okay, well then let's do some sign-offs here. Vernon, Ronald, dear Ronathan, why don't you give us your whole spiel?
Sure. So you can find me on Blue Sky at megaron.bluesky, whatever the fucking end thing is there. Just look up Megaron. I got that one.
Yeah.
Fuck you, other people who tried to get Megaron. You didn't get it. Also, you can find my podcast called Just a Little Guy, which is all about collaboratively coming together to make monsters at justalittle.guypod.com. That's Lil, L-I-L. Yeah, just go and look it up. It's a lot of
Good stuff.
fun. I'm
Yep.
planning on recording a new episode soon. Yes, so that's all my stuff. Take it away, whoever's next.
Maldris, Wild Jinx, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, I got very confused for a second when you said Maldris because I thought you weren't talking.
What's
about me.
Maldris' socials? What does Maldris do? Maldris is a gamer, obviously.
Maldris is Maldris is a hermit. Maldris does not have any like socials or go on social media or
that's
anything
true,
like that.
I suppose.
Yeah, I don't think they would. They didn't know what a birthday was.
It's true.
Okay. Well, I am probably only on YouTube now. I'm getting ready to start recording some like Let's Plays, which I'm very excited about doing.
Let's go.
In the upcoming weeks. So that's my plan for the future. That will be a Wild Jinx on YouTube. That's the only place I am right now.
Right. Be there or Maldris will find you and stab you.
No, I'm not going to threaten people to follow me.
No, I'm threatening. It's me doing that.
Well, yeah, but don't threaten them with my character.
Fine. The owl archfey will find them and stab them.
No,
Emery, the starfish face star, buddy
Hello.
pal.
Hi, yes, I am the starfish face on pretty much everything. These days I am mostly on the YouTubes. But I also I'm sort of on Twitter, but I've kind of transitioned over to Blue Sky because Twitter made me sad. Also, just if you like more D&D stuff, I am currently working on the most ambitious video that I have ever made. It's gonna be like the length of a full movie, probably. And it's gonna be a summary of our Thursday game, the one we do not stream, and it's gonna not be ready for a few more months, but it's going, and I'm very excited about it. So,
Hell yeah!
y'all will finally get all those jokes.
And you got a book.
Our Thursday game is happening at the same time that this game is happening.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, they run
you will
parallel.
hear
No,
about
it's happening on
characters.
Thursdays.
No, Zoe. Time-wise.
Yeah,
What are
she
you
said
not like simultaneously playing two games?
Yeah, they run
God, I
parallel.
wish.
Right?
Also,
That'd
yeah,
be so
I also
fun.
have a webcomic. It's called Cast Off. I also have a book that teaches you how to make webcomics. It's called How to Webcomics. Links are in the chat. Yippee-ki-yay.
Why is it called
Yeah.
that?
Why is it called that?
Oh, hey, points. That's the first edition.
I mean, this is the old version, but yeah.
I have
First
the
edition.
other one.
Yeah, there's
Who's got-
multiple
who's got
editions.
the
That's
new
how.
Hey.
Let's go!
I'm so well, I know that it's in my pile of books, but I can't grab it quickly enough.
Okay.
This is what happens when you're a nerd and have too many books.
All I
I
got
bet
is
she knows
my.
where a 1,000-year-old dictionary is, though.
All I got is my
Yes,
Emery,
that's my baby. She's small.
my Emery standee. You can
Yes.
get this on Star's site too.
True. I will eventually be making ones for the rest of the party. I just got a little sidetracked with prepping to print another book.
Yeah,
Happening.
Listen, it's
happening.
busy life.
I'm dying inside. It's fine.
Speaking of busy life, the Wrath Girther, Slime Boy, what's up?
Hello, I run a YouTube channel that is called Thought Slime. You can find me there, youtube.com/thoughtslime. I tried to get youtube.com/Megaron TV, but it was taken.
Oh,
I also run a parallel little YouTube channel that does talks about horror media. And if you are looking for perhaps the most in-depth examination of a 1990s Canadian police procedural about a vampire detective taking a bite out of crime, then I've got you there. youtube.com/scaredycatstv, the home of Bobby Duke.
That's right.
Thank you and good night.
Beautiful. And then finally, Tiny Zoe, Small Zoe.
Hello, it is me. I am Zoe B, and you can find me at Zoe B. And that's it, just here on YouTube because other social media frightens me. There is a video coming out, let's say in a week or two from now. We'll see if that
Cool.
happens.
Yeah.
About stuff, media criticism and plagiarism, because nobody's ever. I don't think anybody is
No.
talking about that on YouTube right
Not a
now.
single person.
Completely new subject.
Yeah,
I was
I've
gonna
never
do a
visionary.
video about
Before.
plagiarism, but then you stole my idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be something. So yeah, that's it.
Good stuff.
I used to be better at these. I don't know
No,
what
I
happened.
got you. Listen, there's a pattern going. Hi, I'm the last one. I'm Jaycorn. You have found my channel. It is me. I'm here. The only thing I do is this. I might. I'm gonna be kind of doing the scary thing and ambling back on my day job very soon, so that I can do some of my own content. So you're gonna be seeing some D&D or some TTRPG like running videos telling you guys how to tips and tricks and that sort of stuff, and then maybe some world building, maybe some hooks that you can use, that sort of thing in the very near future, in addition to the little tiny stories on my own. I'm going to be facilitating some of those stories that Star wants to write as well, so we're going to be just doing some more story format stuff on this channel in a little bit. I am still on Twitter for some reason, probably because I am a gigantic white dude and nothing bad can happen to me there. So that is mostly what happens there. I am trying Tumblr, which is, oh boy, that's an experience, let me tell you.
He's figuring out how to use tags. I'm so proud of him.
I am. It's the Wild West, honestly. Tumblr is this chaotic mess.
Yeah, why not just try on MySpace while you're at it?
I mean, I was gonna boot up my AOL Instant Messenger and try some rooms in there, but for some reason it wasn't booting up, and I have no idea why. The
Couldn't remember
floppy
the password to your live journal. What's going on?
the floppy disk was right there, and nothing happened. Fucking live journal. Listen, I had those GIF backgrounds, no problem.
Yep.
Beautiful. All
You have
pastel.
the same flame going over and over and over.
Same
again,
flame over and over and over again. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Houndstooth. And it was
yeah. I like that out here.
I'm an elder millennial. We have to cling to what vestiges of relevance that we can before we fade into nothingness.
Kids, ask your dad.
Let's ask your dad what these things are, kids. My God. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you all very much for watching. We will see you all in 1 month's time. It's a huge break of time this time because it is, as mentioned, a bigger month. We will see you on March the 29th. Wow. That is quite a ways away. March 29th. Until then, take care. Dream of what is going to be happening, and remember that the entire party will be screaming at me the entire time, the whole month. So have fun with that, and that's it. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I thought so.